Here's some shit for you fuckers.
You're listening.
Here you go. Enjoy this, fuckers.
Opie and Anthony.
Listen to this shit.
And make people feel good? Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
All right, we get it.
I got a piece of the Berlin Wall, and it sat in my apartment for a while, and no one gave a crap. So guess what? I don't have a piece of the Berlin Wall anymore.
You threw away
Hell yeah, I did.
a piece of history.
Hell yeah, I did.
I've been tired for 12 years. For the love of God.
Alkadosis. One time I got the best conduct grade I ever got was a C-, and the teacher wrote in parentheses gift next to it.
Gift.
That was nice and wet.
Jimmy.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
There it is.
Come on.
Will that ever work?
And it's really low.
What?
What is...
They don't want us waking people.
Oh, it's you? That's why.
Oh.
Is it supposed to be A or B, Tim? Yeah, why would it be A?
Oh, it's B.
It was pushed into the B position.
The B.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi.
Phone number 877-212-0-A. Lots to do today on this fine 2 for Tuesday.
Ugh.
That means twice the fun. What?
Does it?
And twice the knowledge from Stunt Brain. Yay.
Stunt computer.
Stunt Brain couldn't even get Ted Kennedy's age right. I think he's in his 60s. 60s?
We go Wikipedia.
I guess 70. What did I say? 74, 75?
Yeah, he's up there.
He's going to be 76. Man, as a guy, if you could get to that 74,
Yeah.
that's the scary ages to get through. 74 and 75. You get through 74 and 75, you're going to live to like 90, 95 years old.
You'll glide in.
Yeah, those are
No one dies in their 80s?
Not really. It's 74. Look it up. 74, 75 are the key ages for men.
Yeah.
A lot of guys go right around those two ages.
Yes.
Speaking of which, so Ted Kennedy talked last night.
The Democratic National Convention. Yeah, he got up there and he was kind of let out by somebody. They led him onto the stage, and he kept walking. They had to like turn him around and go, "No, Ted, the podium's that way."
Well, he's got half his brain missing.
Got a big brain tumor thing.
He's got something wrapped around his arm.
Yeah, his left arm had a bandage on it, his hand, and his right hand was shaking. You know, like the tremors going. But he got up there and, he was inspiring his Democratic buddies there.
Well, they were saying on TV last night that, wow, this convention, well, I'll use my own words, is boring.
Yeah.
They were saying, what? They don't have a plan. They don't have a focus. The first 2 hours is just garbage TV. And then next thing you know, they're like, whoa, rumors are swirling that Mr. Kennedy is going to come out on that stage and speak.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to do that. And I guess they got him from a loading dock or something with a golf cart and got him right close to the stage, and then he got up there and talked.
Yeah, I love the fact that they portray this as a big surprise. He landed the night before. Everybody knew where he was. They had a motorcade take him to the convention, bring him in the loading dock, put him on a golf cart. There was no surprise Ted was going to be there. They had a chair set up for him.
Yeah.
Ted thought he was golfing. They put him in the cart. He's asking his caddy for a club.
At what time do I tee off?
Yeah. I'll lay down. You hit the tumor out of my head with a 7-iron.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, the old lion did well last night.
The old lion, they're calling him.
Yeah, the old lion.
Yeah.
You know, when you get Carolyn Kennedy crying, woof.
Yeah, she's seen a few things.
That family has seen a few things, yes.
It's their share of tragedy.
Yeah.
They've turned tragedy into politics.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, so they brought him out, and, of course, Michelle Obama.
I missed the Michelle Obama.
She was a biggie last night. Came out with the kids, and they talked to a big giant screen TV with Barack on there. I don't understand why. Why isn't Barack there?
Oh, because
isn't it his convention?
He's the headliner. You don't bring out Zeppelin as you're still trying to figure out where your seat is, and you're getting your beers and your popcorn.
But
he's the headliner.
Putting him on the big screen was good. You sure that's the reason? Or will we only be seeing Barack Obama on big screen TVs from now on? Especially since they uncovered that plot yesterday. Wow.
What plot?
Oh,
there were a couple of gentlemen in the Denver area. Some high-powered rifles, scopes, apparently wearing just little Nazi rings and stuff. And it was uncovered through a traffic stop. One of these guys felt like doing a little rolling stop, I guess, through a red light. And they pulled him over. They asked, what are you doing here? You got these rifles. Are you planning on doing something to at the convention? And the guy goes, affirmative. Oh, they're starting early, these guys. Ooh.
He was driving erratically.
Yeah.
If you have this on your mind that you want to get this done, why would you drive erratically?
He was I know this.
I know you're a bit nervous.
I'll put it in terms you can understand. Sometimes a game comes out at GameStop, and I'm so excited. I'm driving like, oh, my God, I can't wait. And I'm driving erratically because I'm just thinking of getting home and popping the game in and just enjoying myself. That's how these guys felt with what they wanted to do.
Well, it was a game to them, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the story.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the story.
Well, 3 Colorado men are under arrest as federal officials investigate possible threats made against presidential hopeful Barack Obama. The first arrest was made Sunday during a traffic stop. 28-year-old Theron Gartrell was nabbed outside of Denver. Police found 2 rifles, including one with a scope, inside of his truck, along with a bulletproof vest, some ammunition, and walkie-talkies. Now, 2 other men were arrested at hotels. One was allegedly caught jumping out of a 6th-floor window. Further details are going to be released at a news conference later today.
Wow. Yikes.
How many are we up to?
First day of the convention.
Isn't there another? There was another one or a couple others already?
Really?
2 weeks ago, they found a guy in Denver dead in a hotel room with a pound of sodium cyanide in the room. And he happened to be from Somalia with a Canadian passport. Hey. But there was nothing strange about it.
It was just for his head.
Yeah.
That's it. He wasn't selling.
They're going to have to get Obama one of these Dr. Evil lairs.
Oh,
to
definitely.
Live in.
To live in.
In the middle of a mountain somewhere, right.
Just going to see this guy on television.
Could he be the first closed circuit president?
President, yeah, that never goes out anywhere.
On demand.
The guy is just, I mean, think about this country's history. First black president, although some black people aren't calling him black now. That's another controversy. But first black president.
What are they calling him?
Very controversial. No, they're saying he's not black. He's not a black president. A lot of rappers, or a few rappers, have come out and said that he doesn't cater to black people. He doesn't convey the black ideology. Why? Why is that? And then Spike Lee came out in his defense. Spike Lee believes in what he calls the one drop, not theory, but principle, I guess. If you have a drop of black blood, you're considered black. That's what Spike Lee says. And,
Spike Lee's a crazy person, though. We all know that.
Of course he is.
He's a crazy person.
What about what rappers were saying that?
It's in the paper. I forgot his name. It's some wacky rapper name, so I can't keep track of those names. But he said that Barack isn't catering to black people and acting. Pretty much saying he isn't acting black.
Well, they want like a Flavor Flav type
They
guy.
want him shucking and jiving on the stage.
But they basically want Flavor Flav for president.
He said he'll do anything. That's what he said also. He'll do anything to get elected.
Uh-huh.
He'll pretty much kiss ass on Whitey. And it's just like, well, what do you think? Guy's going to step in there,
in full rap gear.
Like Eazy-E,
right,
circa 1990 or something.
Starts cranking up. How funny would that be?
Yeah.
Some NWA.
Yeah, boy.
Some NWA, old school.
They're watching too many bad movies where the black guy becomes president and he's all like, yeah, I'm the president.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't quite really work.
When they finally announce Obama later in the week, it's going to be the whitest song introducing him.
Yeah. That's another thing. We've talked about this before, too. When you watch a movie and you see, like, black pilots, fighter pilots. And in the movies, it's like, yeah, he's on target, boy. I shot him out the sky. And then I watch the Discovery Channel. I watch the Military Channel. And you see plenty of black pilots. And they're like, well, the mission started relatively easy. Mm-hmm. We flew over the airfield that we were supposed to take out. And it's like, yeah, that's the guy. That's the fighter pilot. He's got to be able to speak to people over the radio.
Right.
Not shucking and jiving.
We got to go to Carson City. Rob, you're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you guys that Obama, he's getting threats now, and the KKK is one to think that he is very black. That's where our biggest problem is going to be, I can guarantee it.
But the KKK? That's
Yeah.
a pretty old organization.
It's probably be the Nazis. It's going to be one nut.
It'll be some extremist, maybe an extremist group that'll send one of their guys out or something like that. The Secret Service is going to have their hands full with Barack. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. It's the way it is. That's just how it's going to go. So they're gonna have their hands full, and you could tell. I mean, if day one of the convention and they're getting plots, all kinds of guys with rifles and stuff. Oof.
That's just amazing. Well,
yikes!
Why are we doing this convention, Stunt Brain? It looks like a complete waste of time.
I'm one who says it is, but apparently we can't get a virtual convention together and do it in an afternoon. It's got to be 4 days of partying, flying 50,000 people in, burning up the environment. Gigantic waste of time and money. We know what's going to happen.
And a lot of tears last night for Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, tons of tears. But the weird thing, going back to the not black enough thing, Ted Kennedy said, or not Ted Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy's black?
Jesse Jackson said a year ago that Barack was acting white in the terms of the attack on the strippers. Remember that? And then just in January, Andrew Young said he was not acting black enough. So
Jesse's
where's this coming from?
Because it's amazing how black people, it's like they complain about white. It's like, stop being obsessed with your own race.
Yeah.
We get it. And he's the first black president, and if you don't behave a certain way, white people are going to say you're too black. Or if you don't behave a certain black, you're not black enough. Shut up.
Yeah, we're just trying to warm up to this right now.
This guy's trying to get elected.
Yeah, down the road maybe we'll be ready for a Flavor Flav type president.
Think so?
Right, but right now, give us a break. We're trying to warm up to this idea. When Ted Kennedy turned his head last night, whoa.
Oh, would you hear sloshing?
Wow. Did you see the side of his head?
What? They cut out his brain!
The hair is completely missing on the left side of his head.
Really?
Oh, you didn't see that part?
Well, they got to get to it somehow, I guess.
Oh, my God.
I didn't see that, no.
He looked pretty good from, looking right at him, but then he kind of turned to the side to wave, and it was a horror show on the left side of his
Oh, does he have a giant head too?
So.
Big, bloated alcohol head. It does. He's just got a big, fat head.
And he wants to be down there in Washington in January.
Oh, does he?
And everybody in the crowd last night were like, well, that's Ted.
Well, he'll be close
He's the old
enough.
lion.
He'll be close. Arlington National Cemetery.
He'll have a good view from the top of the hill.
Jesus Christ.
He'll have one of the best views in Washington.
We hardly knew ye.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Mr. Ted Kennedy, huh?
No.
They said he came from his sickbed.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of those moments, though, people are going to remember.
Yeah.
I think you just heard the last, public speech by Ted Kennedy.
His last hurrah.
That was it right
there. So
there.
they'll show that during all the retrospectives that they do on his life, where they show some of his speeches. And then that'll be the end. And then his last speech given...
He was a fighter right to the end.
Who knew it would only be 2 days?
He was working for his country right to the end. Trying to make America a better place for you
and all the politicians that come out. He dedicated his life to civil service.
Well, By the way, one of the 4 guys, if I could believe instant feedback, one of the 4 guys arrested in the assassination attempt of Mr. Obama. Well, it didn't get to that point, right?
Yeah.
His name was Adolf.
No.
That's what they're saying.
His name, you think he changed it because he liked how white it sounded.
Yeah, he probably changed it. No one names their. What a coincidence that the parents would name this little baby Adolf, and he'll grow up to be a white supremacist Nazi. It's. I think he kind of took the name.
Yeah.
Why, guys? Why?
Yeah. There are some angry people in this country that really do not like diversity, do not like new ideology, and do not like the idea of a black president. So they'll, go to great lengths to keep that from happening.
Yeah. What do we got on the old schedule for the convention today?
Yeah, who's speaking?
We got Hillary speaking today? Or
Yes, today is Hillary's day in the tank.
And it's all, that Hillary, what a, C word. C-word.
C-word.
She's got to make this all about her still. She was speaking to the news and to some supporters, and she's talking about how she will release her delegates, and she's going to get up there and say that they should vote for Obama, and that, like, it's all about her. She could drop off the face of the earth right now, and her supporters are either going to vote for Obama or not, depending on what she says. What's Hillary say? Who should I vote for?
But that's basically how it always has been. A candidate drops out and then goes, well, I'm going to vote for, and now that means you should vote for. It's part of the process.
Well, the problem the Democratic Party has is that they were all against each other at one point when they were trying to get the nomination. So they have all of them bashing the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And now all these things are coming up in McCain ads.
Yeah.
McCain is just showing them at debates while they're giving speeches, talking about how awful the other candidates are.
I got one of those right here.
I'm a proud Hillary Clinton Democrat. She had the experience and judgment to be president. Now, in a first for me, I'm supporting a Republican, John McCain. I respect his maverick and independent streak, and now he's the one with the experience and judgment. A lot of Democrats will vote McCain. It's okay, really.
Oh.
I'm John McCain.
Of course you
It's
approve.
okay. Oh, I thought that was going to be one of those where...
I know. We don't have one of those yet, but
Damn it.
We started with that one. She's a bad actress. That is
It's okay.
There's some horrendous acting going on there by that broad.
Louis Beans, vote for McCain. Louis Beans.
Here's the thing. And then his hand shakes and his face shakes a little. And there's nothing.
Here's the thing. First of all, there'll be no second of all.
Yeah. What Anthony was getting at, though, McCain is using some sound bites where Hillary is, trashing Obama.
Hillary and Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of them were just beating the crap out of each other. And the biggest thing with Obama was his lack of experience. And they jumped on it when they were trying to get the nomination. And that's something that McCain is using a lot of, saying that he doesn't have the experience to be president. And now you got his own party members in McCain's commercials saying, hey, this guy doesn't have the experience. It is a pretty effective, I think, tool that they're using.
Well, Obama has experience now, though. It's been another year.
Of what, campaigning?
Yeah, but since they said that, he's got another year under his belt.
He's on tour. Under his belt of being on tour.
Right.
I don't know what he's done in his real job.
He wasn't at work.
No.
No.
None of them were.
All right. He's got experience, though. He's been reading. Hey,
how was Michelle Obama's speech? Was she good?
I cannot stand that woman.
What?
I don't like her face. I don't like the thing she does with her mouth. She does something with her mouth that annoys me.
All right, so she doesn't have luscious lips.
And they parade the kids out to wave at the big screen TV at Daddy. That was quite a moment. Ooh, it was a nice hugging moment. They're waving at a friggin' flat screen. with Daddy on it.
They're waving at Max Headroom.
Yeah, Daddy in the vault.
Yeah,
he's going to do the entire term from a vault.
Yeah, he's with the missiles somewhere.
In a missile silo.
He's with the missiles in the middle of a desert somewhere.
I want to get the things Anthony doesn't like about Obama's family. You don't like the way her lips go when she talks, or the way the kids wave at Dad.
I didn't like the way the kids waved at Dad.
Well, it's not really a family man, so that makes perfect sense.
I don't like this Michelle Obama. I think she is a phony. She's a lot more. I think she's not as open to all this new ideology as she likes to put across to the peeps.
She looked more polished, though.
I think she's
than last time.
Yeah,
I think she's very, very much into black causes, which could influence the president. Which, you never know. These wives, they get in there, they start yapping.
Hillary had an influence on Bill, and so
Certainly
did Nancy
did.
Reagan.
Especially when she had something to hang over his head.
Right.
Holy Jesus. He did everything she said after that one. Oof.
I'm amazed we didn't get that health care thing after.
Yeah.
I know. At first,
after the old catcheroo.
He had nothing to say about it. One stained dress later, he's like, all Americans need to have everything.
Just listen to Hillary. She knows.
Hey, before we move on, because we got to take our first break, this Chuck Schumer. Well, what is he? He's a senator, too, right?
Yeah.
He's the senior senator from New York.
Sure.
Of course he is.
This guy is in love with Hillary Clinton.
Absolutely. Yep.
Nose constantly buried. Just thwack. Where you going, Hill? You lead the way. I'll be right here behind ye.
Well, listen to...
He's like a Labrador retriever meeting another dog.
In the back of that pantsuit.
Oh, God. What a kiss ass. And he's the senior senator.
Yeah.
Well, is he in love with this broad?
Well, listen to this.
Is there some aspect to this that Hillary herself has not been able to control? I mean, there are people who clearly feel strongly about it, and no matter what her signals are, want to make a stand.
There are a few outliers who will be never happy, but the overwhelming majority of Hillary delegates here at this convention, and I was the first senator to be for her and the last off, but the overwhelming majority are going to be for her and for her big time.
What do you think her role will be now?
For him, and for him big time. We were for her big time, now we're going to be for Barack big time.
Old habits die hard.
Exactly.
See, he still wants Hillary as
a little
president.
Confused.
Yeah, well.
Oh, I know. For her.
I mean him.
My life for you. He's got one of those sicko serial killer shrines of her set up in his house. But I love you.
It's like in Caligula when he was really sick. Some guy walks in just to try to get Caligula to like him, and he goes, I would give my life so Caligula would be healthy to Jupiter. And the Caligula pops up and went, Jupiter accepts. And they take the guy out and
kill him. Oh, is that a great scene?
Oh, what a face. Jupiter accepts.
Great.
All right. First break, 877-212-0-8. We got a lot of phone calls coming in. We'll go to the phones next. Stay there. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. I want to try something right now. For the next 15 minutes, we're going to take your poop stories at 877-212-0-A. Poop stories for the next 15 minutes. 877-212-0-A.
Okay.
We were talking politics, and the phones were like non-existent.
It's kryptonite.
Yeah.
It's phone kryptonite when you talk politics.
But, man, you talk about poop, and those phones are...
Oh.
Get a ringing.
They light up.
There you go. You got two already.
They love their...
Amazing.
Love their poop stories.
You know, we were kind of talking about the Democrats, but John McCain.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to this point where it's John McCain or Obama. This just amazes me. The greatest country I was going to say the greatest country in America. The greatest country in the world, and we're down to John McCain and Obama. It doesn't seem right.
It is just an odd chain of events that brought us here. There seemed to be other candidates that were a little more reputable on both sides. But we get caught up in the, what else are you going to call it? The cult of personality. We kind of love celebrity. We like something a little different and a little scary at times. We just like doing that. We like things that are like movies. We like to feel like we're in a little movie. Interesting things to talk about.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. But they got footage on TV this morning. John McCain hanging out with Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee?
He's like the big reggaeton star.
Great. That's who he's hanging out with. What is he trying? You know something? Don't try so hard to appease everybody and make everybody your pal. Go with your core constituency and just don't worry about it so much. I can't stand when people do these phony things like meeting people they would never in 1,000 years be around.
I guarantee John McCain has never heard Daddy Yankee's music.
Of course. I love Daddy Yankee.
Right.
What? Should rather take a rifle butt to the head again than listen to Daddy Yankee.
That's what the reporter should be saying, though. I got a question. Yes. Mr. McCain, could you sing one Daddy Yankee song?
No. Actually, when they told me I was meeting Daddy Yankee, I thought I was going to see Yogi Berra. I didn't know who they dragged out. Some Hispanic gentleman.
He was also hanging out with the hot Misty May.
Yes.
From beach volleyball.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's a beach volleyball fan, I guess.
Sure he is.
He probably doesn't. I bet you he didn't even know what sports she played in the Olympics. I bet you someone had to tell him. We got Misty May. She won a gold medal, beach volleyball. She's going to hang with us today.
He thought it was bitch volleyball. That's what they call the women's sports.
I'd like to see him try to go up for the spike. Hands are straight out. You can't even play the game.
Hey, by the way, that was just a test. You can hang up. We don't want poop stories today.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah, it just proves our point. We're trying to get a little intelligence out there, or what we think is intelligent.
We talk about the most important thing probably going on in this country right now, the election, and
the phones were dead. You say poop stories, phones light up.
Phones, ding ding,
and that's why I love this radio show.
It's all right. People listen.
So
we
there
just
you
don't
go.
like calling when we talk about this stuff.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee hanging out with McCain. So that's terrific. When is he going to pick his vice president?
It was supposed to be on Friday on his birthday, but he hinted yesterday it could be sooner.
Well, he's stupid.
Who's that?
This is the week.
Bill Sooner.
Bill Sooner.
Very good.
His name is Bill Sooner. I don't like that guy.
This is the week for the Democrats, so it wouldn't be kind of dumb to announce this week?
I think it'd be kind of cheesy. Stick to your schedule. Let them have their day and then go do your thing.
You got what they call last licks.
Yeah.
You know, you're up last, so let them do whatever they got to do. They'll get a little rise in the polls because that always happens after the convention, and then the Republicans come in, they whoop it up and have a big party, and then their polls go up.
Yep.
Because for some people, I don't know what it is. They could sit in front of a TV, watch a convention, and go, now I'll vote for that guy.
Now I like this guy.
And then they watch the Republican one and go, wait a minute.
Now I
gotta vote for this guy.
That's America.
The polls are ridiculous.
Steve's face.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I know. Steve shaved his stuff.
All of his facial hair is gone.
You don't like it, Jimmy?
I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
It's fine.
He's got a baby face.
Yeah.
He's actually a baby face.
Steve is actually a little boy, and he had to grow all that crazy facial hair to make himself look tougher. He's just a little fella inside.
Yeah, was it that obvious? Just
with a very soft heart.
What made you decide to shave it?
Gray hair, a lot of it in my sideburns and my goatee, and I just looked at it, and I was plucking them out one by one. And
I'll just dye them.
I don't want to dye my beard. I mean, I'm already losing the hair on my head. I'm getting gray hairs on my sideburns and my beard, so I figured I'd give it a shave.
You are way too vain.
I am. I'm horribly vain.
There's not a person here that would say, wow, Steve's going gray.
I know that. This is all self-inflicted.
It's not even a clue. It would sound like we said he's going gray.
Huh?
It would sound like we said.
Oh, yeah.
Why does everything rhyme with that when it comes to you?
I have no idea. It's just I walk into a room. I don't think there's any bear traps, but boom, there goes one.
Of course, they're all over the place.
I want everyone on the staff because you're so smooth right now.
Uh-huh.
I want to have warm Crisco oil, and we could all soak our hands in it and just give you a good crispy slap.
It's actually not that smooth. I have about 8 hours growth on it right now. That full goatee will be back in a week. So,
and knowing you're going to grow it right back.
Yeah, knowing me, I'm going to be completely vain in the opposite direction and grow it right back because I'm all self-conscious now.
You know who was using the hair dye stuff on the beard was Lemmy. Because when Lemmy came when we were doing the poker thing and we talked to Lemmy, I was looking at him because we were pretty close there, and it was completely gray for about a quarter of an inch from his skin. And then it got black, like jet black, but his roots were completely gray on his beard.
It's very obvious. A lot of those guys do that. It's a quarter of an inch of gray hair, and then it's black paint.
You don't want to see your favorite band with gray hair.
Well,
seeing Jimmy Page with a full head of gray hair, old lady gray hair, is deeply depressing.
It's weird.
Just dye that, even if it looks stupid.
Plus, most of these guys you only see, like Lemmy, you only see on stage. You're seeing them from...
Yeah, you're not going to notice a quarter inch of gray hair. You know, people aren't getting up that close, and then when they do, they look at that Cocoa Puff on the side of his head, and they don't look at his beard anyway.
I think Lemmy's coming into the show soon, so you could talk about his Cocoa Puff.
The Cocoa Puff,
right to him.
I saw him when I was at the Brooklyn show. I just saw him briefly before the Motorhead went on, and then they bring me back to see him, and he's just sitting there with no shirt, reading a Clive Barker novel.
Really?
That's what you guys do before you go on.
He's such a weirdo.
He really is out of his mind. It's like a gentleman just sitting there with
a gentleman. He
Jack
is a
Daniels
gentleman.
and potato chips.
Jimmy, he co-wrote a lot of those hit Ozzy songs from No More Tears.
I know.
I mean, like he's got a lot of great songwriting credits.
He's an excellent writer. He's just a man who drinks a lot.
Of course.
Yes.
Isn't there a Motorhead CD coming out today? Motorizer.
Wow, is that today?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it today? I thought it was next week.
Yeah, and then you got the Tiger Woods golf coming out. That's way more important than a Motorhead CD. Oh my God, yeah.
No, you'll hurt your thumbs with Tiger Woods golf.
Yeah, I got sore thumbs from playing too much Hot Shots golf the last few days. Hey, Red Sox playing their final regular season series at Yankee Stadium starting tonight.
Yeah, they're what are the Yankees 5 games out of the wild card,
something like that,
behind the Sox. So they're going for a series. Their last. Well,
it's the last year of Yankee Stadium, so every week it's like, well, this is the last time the Kansas City Royals are going to be in town.
Whoop-de-doo.
This is going to be the last week that Joe Torre thinks about Yankee Stadium. Enough. Just
let's
move on. So they got all the big Red Sox, Yankees highlights in the paper today. All the great things that happened when the Red Sox came to town.
Fantastic.
So there's some good reading in the paper if you're a sports fan.
Am I crazy? Is Madonna? Did they show that? Or does she really have McCain right after Hitler?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But is it tied into a bunch of? Are they showing a bunch of people in a row?
Yes. They're doing a bunch of despots, and McCain is in there, and then they do the same with Heroes and Obama.
You know what?
Yeah,
This
she is.
Stupid old liberal. You're a liberal old lady, and you're really out of touch.
Totally out of touch.
The guy took torture so his other POWs wouldn't be demoralized. He could have left the POW camp early.
Yeah.
Whether you like McCain or not, to compare him to Hitler, it's like, you stupid old bitch. What a stupid, irrelevant old lady.
The comparison of anyone to Hitler, except maybe that war criminal over there in friggin' not Chechnya.
Milosevic?
Yeah. He was a pretty pretty bad dude. Yeah. But I mean, comparing anyone to Hitler, you're kind of bringing down the damage Hitler did. It's like McCain, Hitler. Nah, I don't think
There's
so.
a big drop off between number 1 and number 2.
Big drop off.
Who would be the number 2?
Number 2? Yeah, Milosevic.
As you would go with him? As
I don't know. Stalin. Wow.
As far as horrific.
Stalin, it was so secretive.
What about Pol Pot?
Pol Pot?
Pol Pot, yeah.
Cambodia?
Wow. Yeah, that was some heavy-duty stuff. Those plenty of skulls to go around.
I'm sure there's warlords, too, that would
Khmer Rouge.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a few warlords whose names we don't know. We just know the results.
Yeah.
Well, McCain is lashing out at Madonna today. John McCain's campaign hit back at Madonna on Sunday after the pop diva kicked off her world tour with a concert that bracketed the U.S. presidential candidate with Adolf Hitler. McCain's campaign
He's touring with Hitler? What?
Spokesman.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. Tucker Bonds angrily condemned the segment of Madonna's concert on Saturday that appeared to draw a comparison between McCain, Hitler, and Zimbabwean strongman Robert Mugabe.
Mugabe, yeah.
But it's just like such an ill-informed, stupid old lady thing to do. It's like, we get it. You're an artist. You're for the liberal. We get it.
She's been doing this her whole career, though.
But it's like you cornball. You old bitch cornball.
Yeah.
Going for the easy target. Oh, McCain, he's a dictator. Is he really? Stupid.
And I bet the audience just hooted and hollered.
Well, they woo.
Yeah. Woo! Madonna!
Woo! Sounded like a lot of sirens.
She's done. She's still trying to wear these sexy outfits on stage.
Look, man, I wouldn't touch a 50-year-old, but you got to give it to her.
You don't.
For 50, you got to give it to her.
The photographs that they take.
Look at that photo. Put it up on ONA.
What about it? Show it from the front.
I think she's sexy.
If she took her clothes off
I wouldn't
in a room in front of you, you would be disgusted at what you saw.
Well, there would be a ligament problem.
She's got zero body fat.
Yeah.
Which on an old broad like that, just, ugh.
I'm obsessed with ligaments. That's the difference between like young women and older women.
I'm not a fan of the ligament.
I'm not a fan of the ligament either. You're right.
Have your ligaments removed.
Even a girl that tones her body a little bit, it's okay. You don't really see the ligaments because there's still some like what we like to call baby fat hanging around.
Right.
But you get a little older and those ligaments start to become very obvious.
Yeah.
So Madonna's apparent swipe at McCain came during a performance of the song "Get Stupid."
Oh, I get it.
Because
ugh.
Towards the end of the song, pictures of Beatles star John Lennon, former U.S. Vice President Al Gore, Indian Gandhi, of course, and McCain's Democratic rival Barack Obama appeared. And, man, I bet you they were applauding that like you guys said.
Of course. She's such a predictable old bag. It's like, just shut your mouth. The guy, why would you tie him into that? It's like, are you that shallow as an entertainer? Like that's he's a Republican. That's what he is.
Hitler.
You stupid bitch. Shut up.
Yeah. What did he do that you would equate him to Hitler? Look at. Come on.
Look at the
Look at that disgusting
Get that picture up on ONA
Get
Radio.
out of here. This friggin' old hack. Ugh. With her affected English accent now. She's a punch in the nose.
She really is a phony. Sorry, McCain's not like your fruity polo-wearing ex-husband.
Yeah.
I really wish we would have got her brother in here just to listen to him trash her. No wonder her brother hates her.
Yeah.
As rumors that she kind of supported that book, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard rumors that she kind of.
I love how she reinvents herself every so often.
Was part of that whole book thing, just for the controversy. She loves when people talk about her.
Douche.
Her legs look like tree roots that start growing out of the ground.
Yeah.
Where there's all sorts of stuff going on.
I don't know. I don't want to see a 50-year-old broad dressed like that dancing around. Eesh.
I just hate her right
If I want to see that, I'll go to the Tender Trap.
Are they old over there?
Ugh.
Hey, they're fans of the show, though.
I know. I'm kidding.
Maybe it's the hours when you go over there.
Talking any local Long Island strip club during the daytime.
Well, they're gonna
day stripper.
They're going to call in now and defend themselves. I bet you they got some fine young.
Love your establishment.
They got some fine young snitch.
I've been in there in quite some time.
Hey, is Sam around? I think we got the crotch shot video figured out finally.
Primetime Sam Roberts, you mean?
Yeah, we want this to go. We want this one to go viral. Sam, you cut the Pat Duffy video with the Russian broad?
Yeah.
And what do we got?
It's just the nut shot. It's in slow motion and it's on YouTube. If you look up Pat Duffy kicked in the nuts.
Kicked in the nuts. And
there you go.
We'll link that on onaradio.com. Yep. Just in case, here's a taste of the audio from that video. That is it's really amazing. Listen to this noise. I swear to God, he wasn't wearing a cup, nothing.
Nope.
He took a fine shot to the groin. It's Opie and Anthony.
No.
Give me one more.
Hold on.
Hold on. One more. You're crazy.
Wait, good audio. All right, guys. Here she goes. Go.
Holy crap. I'm leaving.
You're like feeling his pain.
Dude, I'm dizzy. and I didn't even get hit.
Wow.
How the fuck can you take a shot like that?
They are fucked up.
Oh my God! Come on! What? Who gave us this?
Dude, I can't fit.
Dude!
Wait a minute. I think it's my fault again.
There were 3 S-bombs,
Did they get that done?
2 F-bombs.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jiven's finger's okay. How the hell?
No, it's my fault.
Oh, no.
See, I get fired. I get fired today.
We're going to have to keep an eye on what version goes on this, because that happened yesterday.
Yeah, look, because there's 2 versions on the same disc. It's totally my fault.
That has to be typed better then, with much more emphasis put on clean and dirty.
How about red ink?
Highlight the
No. What we need by now is never to have this in front of me on this side of the show. Not that I'm making excuses for myself. I should have known, but there's no reason to have this as a temptation even to play.
Yeah, why would that be on the disc at all? Have a different disc burned for the other side.
Yeah, let's.
Christ Almighty!
Let's start that tomorrow. Did they get that down the hall so I could breathe? All right, they got that. All right, here's the clean version of Pat Duffy getting kicked in the groin.
No. Give me one more.
Hold on.
Hold on. One more. You're crazy.
Wait, good audio. All right, guys. Here she goes. Go.
Holy crap. I'm leaving.
Holy
You're like feeling his pain.
Dude, I'm dizzy, and I didn't even get hit.
Wow.
How the can you take a shot like that?
They are up.
Because I deserve it!
Opie and Anthony. XL202. The virus.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. Wow. Cell phone and PDA users send your message to feedback at opieandanthony.com.
All right, I'm going to start breaking stuff. Seriously. Watch this.
All right. Don't hurt your foot.
Don't break your shoe. Okay, it's broken.
Wow.
Now we need a new one. How many times do I have to say
It
it?
usually works, though.
No, now we need a new one.
No, I mean, that usually works in
Watch.
getting a new one.
Now we do need a new one.
Now we need a new one.
Holy Jesus. What was that, by the way?
This is the CD player that's been messing up for months. Now we need a new one. Oops.
How much of an old lady am I? Don't hurt your foot.
Watch your foot. You could hurt yourself.
Yeah, it has an error.
Error.
Put it on my bill. I'll buy a new one for the stupid company.
Ooh.
God. Yeah, hit me up.
All right. Back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning to everybody.
How you doing?
It's Opie and Anthony. I think I broke my toe because I'm wearing the wrong shoes to kick stuff to.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Want to rub your foot?
Need your steel-toed
My toe
boots.
is killing me. I'm stupid. And the phones are shot today, too.
Yeah, the phones are broken. Apparently, just 2 lines work.
We could get phone calls from our XM audience. We can't get phone calls from our regular audience today.
Jiminy Cricket.
We knew something was going on because, I don't know, we had a good conversation about Ted Kennedy and all that to start the show, and the phones are not ringing at all.
People like getting involved.
So forget about giving out that phone number. You right, Jimmy?
My nose hurts today for some reason.
No, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just sore.
Oh, good.
I couldn't sleep last night. Back on the
Worried.
couch.
I get worried.
I watched the final Generation Kill installation.
I haven't seen the final one yet.
Oh
Can you believe
God.
it?
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was
Good.
a really good series.
I'll see it.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I didn't love it. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
Yeah, it was well acted.
Good characters.
I didn't know if your toe's busted. I'm not even kidding.
If you can't bend it without excruciating pain.
How about I can't breathe without excruciating pain?
All right, that could be a
You have
problem.
to pirouette on your right foot.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. If I think I have a toe damaged.
I picked the wrong day to wear sneakers. I usually wear boots. That would have come apart really nice, and I would have saved my toe.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
By the way, can I point out what a phony I am?
Yeah.
And my friend texted me. I'm so glad to hear that you hate Madonna. You have a signed photo of her in your kitchen. Right across from your signed Jeter photo.
Jimmy never says that he adores these people or can't dislike them. He just likes having signed pictures with them.
My name should be Worm Norton. I am pathetic.
All right, you got to take those down now, Jimmy.
No, I don't.
I'm coming over today to take those pictures away. You shouldn't have them up in your apartment.
Can I tell you how funny Sarah Silverman is? She was at the cellar last night. She just went in and did a spot.
Mm-hmm.
She is... How could anybody not think she's funny?
Yeah, I think she's very funny.
God, is she hilarious.
What was she? Was she talking about the split?
No, she didn't.
No?
But I didn't see her entire set. I was looking at the monitor, and she happened to be on.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was going on. And
her and Jimmy Kimmel. Not a night. Iton.
Some get-well card for hysterectomy. She's just so goddamn funny. She's just brutal.
What the hell's that?
That's her ass.
That's Sarah's cheeks?
Wow. Wow-wee. She doesn't have an atrophied butt.
No, Sarah always had a good body on her.
She dresses down on stage like she wears flannel and jeans. She doesn't try to
sexy herself up.
Yeah.
She have a nose job?
I don't know. I mean, she looks the same as she's always looked to me.
Yeah, maybe when she was younger. Maybe like when she was a teen or something.
I don't know why.
Well, Silverman.
Jesus.
What? I'm just saying.
What type of talk is that?
It's talk that a lot of people of a certain descent, and it could be Italian because Italians tend to have large schnozolas too. My cousin, her got a nose job when she was like 18 years old. She didn't want a big nose. I'm just saying. There are certain ethnic backgrounds that are known for certain physical attributes. Why is that a problem to say? Why?
Because it's not true.
What? Oh, damn it. Run this business. So effed up that you can't just say things sometimes without having to worry about catching flack. Isn't it true? We're not all the same. We're not all the same.
Eventually we will be.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's what we're working
You think?
toward. Yeah, we're all be the same color and have the same nose sizes.
I mean, there's no bad or good thing about it. Some things are just fact. It's the way it is. Is it weird for me to say Asian people's eyes are different than Italian people's eyes?
Well, some Asian eyes aren't different.
No, but they are.
The majority are.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of Asian you're talking about.
How's that?
Well, without getting into it, some Asian cultures have different eyes than other Asian cultures. And the one Asian culture, their eyes aren't that much different than ours.
But they're very, like, almond-shaped.
That's the other Asian culture.
Like?
The one where the Olympics was.
Oh. No, Chinese
have the weird, different eyes than a basic what?
No, but any Asian culture, Korean, Japanese have very almond-shaped eyes.
Japanese, not so much, my friend.
Yeah, I think so.
Not as much as where we had the Olympics. I'm telling you.
There's a different. You can see different. The Japanese people look different than Chinese people. You can't usually tell the difference. Koreans look differently, but Asian eyes are different than Caucasian eyes. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Evolution
So why
doesn't mean
can't
anything.
you just bring it up? And there are certain other ethnic backgrounds that have certain physical attributes. It's just the way it is. So what I was saying was perhaps Sarah Silverman got a nose job. It just looks like she had one. She kind of looks like because she's got a very nice nose.
I didn't know today was the Let's Get Fired show. I had no idea.
This is not. There is nothing wrong with what I am saying.
And why wouldn't we do it in the beginning of summer, where we could go away to some nice places for a while?
Well, I figure the weather gets a little cold. We could go down to the Bahamas.
All right. All right. The smashing of the CD player messed up our rhythm here.
How's your foot?
It really whatever. Fine, I'm not going to cry.
Hey, do we have any?
I did what I did.
Do we have
What
any
can I tell
audio
you?
of Michelle Obama's speech at all? Or?
Yeah, we're working on that there, Jimmy. We were going to play something from Ted Kennedy, but nothing really stood out. It was a good speech.
Yeah, it was a visual.
Well, the visual wasn't even that bad.
Well, when he turned his head and it looked like Charlton Heston's buddy in Planet of the Apes with a shaved head.
Well,
cut out his brain, you bloody baboon!
I said now we know how John F. Kennedy would have looked if he survived the assassination.
Yeah.
How his head would have looked, because that's what Ted Kennedy had going on last night. But you know what? The network news, I've been watching the big screen behind Anthony all morning long. They refused to show the shot of Ted Kennedy from the side, where it was kind of disturbing for a lot of people, because when you see him, straight on, he looks very, very normal, extremely normal. Actually looking like his pops.
You forget that he was JFK's brother.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I know.
Because it's like you forget like that. Because the Zapruder film is this weird thing. It's like I was reading what's his name, Bugliosi's book, and he goes step by step over every moment during the assassination.
Yeah.
And he goes over all what Jackie was doing. And, you just see Jackie crawling on the car and get a piece of the head, and it's just like this thing we've seen. It's ingrained in you.
Yeah.
But you forget, like, this was a lady whose husband had just got shot, and just like she was holding his head, and she wouldn't let him come out of the car because she had his brains in her hand. It was just really creepy. But it really humanized it. This book is great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to read that.
You actually feel sad reading it. Like, oh, yeah, I forgot. This is just the Kennedy assassination. It's just this thing I was born knowing existed.
Oh, I felt sad just seeing the video myself. I didn't need to see it in words.
No, reading it's really humanized.
That's such a horrific video.
How old would JFK have been?
He's 60.
Well, Teddy's 75, so yeah, he would be what, in his 80s?
Are you sure? 80s, maybe
Yeah,
90s. No, it was his younger brother, but
63. He was how old? He was about 42.
He probably about 87.
42, let's call it.
Yeah.
So that's 45. Yeah, wow, he's that much older than Ted. He had at least 10 years on Ted, huh?
I liked when the Weekly World News would have pictures of him now, and he'd this exclusive shot of JFK. Here he is in a wheelchair, and they'd have like a picture of JFK, but you could tell they really badly photoshopped him gray and old.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
All right, moving on. We were talking about this during the break, and it's outraging a lot of people today. You got a kid. He's 9 years old, and he's really, really good at baseball. He's a pitcher.
Yeah.
He's so good that basically he's been banned from the Little League team.
Here it is, our wussy nation, where the parents must coddle their children and not allow them to play against somebody that's better than them. Perish the thought they actually play this kid and get better at hitting against him and actually makes them a better athlete, but they'd rather just, no, he's too good. My child can't play against him.
His name is Jericho Scott, and he's in a league of his own. That's what the paper's saying today. Yes, Jimmy?
I'm just reading this. I want to throw
Yeah, the
up.
parents of a 9-year-old prodigy pitcher say their son is being unfairly punished for his mastery of the fastball because other teams in the Baseball League of New Haven refuse to share the diamond with him. Other teams refuse to hit against the kid.
That's great.
And know why? Because the kids are scared to face the 9-year-old's fastball.
Does he do a little chin music? Does he brush him back a little bit?
Parents on rival teams contend that Jericho Scott's pitches are just too fast for his peers and that he should play a different position.
They're such scumbags, these self-centered parents with their stupid, mediocre children.
They say other kids are too intimidated even to step up to the plate.
Well,
then get your kid out of the dumb league and have him do some of that finger painting or make him into a ballerina.
Field hockey.
What if you hit the ball too hard? You're going to tell me a line drive coming at you? Like, if you're playing shortstop, a line drive coming at you is going to come a lot faster than a pitch.
Recently killed a kid in a line drive.
Yeah.
You
you lose one or two every year.
Yeah, of course.
What can I tell you? All the baby turtles aren't going to make it to the ocean.
No.
Here you got the next Roger Clemens up there in New Haven, and they want him to that's like saying, hey, Roger, you're too good. Could you play right field?
Goodness gracious.
Could you just play right field, please?
Yeah, some team forfeited, rather. Did you say that already?
No, we're not up to there. It's unclear how fast Jericho throws since his pitches have never been clocked, but everyone agrees they are as accurate as they are swift. So he knows how to throw without throwing at the kids. He's throwing strikes, basically.
He's a prodigy.
Jericho's family
Danny, yes.
has already retained an attorney and is threatening to sue.
Good.
Yes, Danny.
I don't know. I guess that's from the local New York paper. The Associated Press is reporting that his fastball tops out around 40 miles an hour.
That's it?
Well, for a 9-year-old.
For a 9-year-old,
that's
it?
Jesus.
He's got to eat his Wheaties.
What a wimp.
I understand how tough it is to be against someone better than you, but that is part of life's lessons, said the attorney.
There you go.
Last Saturday, a rival team forfeited rather than face the Willpower Fitness team and Jericho's fearsome pitches. Jericho left the mound in tears because neither he nor his team could play.
Little crybaby.
Oh, he's 9.
He's a little crybaby.
Jericho is heartbroken and blames himself for his team's not having a chance to compete. Another game is scheduled for tomorrow, but it's unclear whether that game will also be canceled.
It's amazing how these coaches and parents can't teach these little Connecticut sissies.
Yeah.
Stand there and just swing a little earlier. At the
Take it.
basketball.
We are raising a generation of wimps. When I was growing up, I was a pretty good athlete, but I got to tell you, I wasn't good at baseball. And I joined the Little League team, and I was one of these kids that was scared to get in the batter's box. I was. I have no problem admitting it. Guess what I did? I didn't tell my dad, hey, we got to get rid of we got to go make sure these people throw it in slower. I moved on to another sport.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you don't move on to another sport. Everyone has to adjust around your weakness. That's crazy in America.
That is scary, having a fastball thrown at you.
I was never into it, man.
Yeah.
I would play pickup games with my friends at Washington Drive School, going local for everybody in the Centerport area. But when it came to organized Little League, I was a wimp in the batter's box. Absolutely. So I moved on to basketball and other sports that I enjoyed much better. But now they adjust accordingly.
You can't play.
The good kid can't play because the other stupid. It's because the parents are just so wrapped up in their children. It's such an unhealthy being wrapped up in their kids. They can't just say, "Look, you got to go up and just lose."
Yeah, go up
Swing
there.
at it, fruit.
Learn to hit. Learn to hit this kid, and then you'll look good. But no.
He could have a sporting career ahead of him. Being a great pitcher, and he probably won't.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time he's 18, he'll probably be sick of it and fat.
Doing drugs.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, you take a kid like that, and you make sure he reaches his ability, right?
Yeah. Kids that can't play, you get them out.
Play a different position. Because my son can't hit very good. He doesn't want to get in the batter's box. Play a different position.
Parents are the worst. God, they all think their kids are so special.
Not all.
Whole league.
Not all.
That whole league.
Generalizing.
Not all. It's unfortunately, it's what's going on with America in general. It's a minority that's taking over.
Is it?
Taking over for the majority. Yes, you talk.
So
Dude,
many.
Well, if we had phones working today, this would be a great topic. I'm telling you, the parents would come out of the woodwork going, we are so effing frustrated.
Yeah.
In our town, this is what's going on. We do this bit a lot.
These dumb
It's
parents,
not. I'm telling you, it's not the majority, but the minority are getting a lot done.
They fight at hockey games. They're just so obsessed with their children's athletics. It's
Yeah.
so irritating. Yes, Mike?
If you were the coach of this kid's team, wouldn't you schedule him to pitch every game,
Of course.
hoping to get a season of forfeits and say, yeah, we won the championship,
Yeah, we won.
didn't have to throw a pitch with the kid?
They should, Rob on Long Island, let him make the point. We got XM calls coming in today. That's all we got today. Rob, what's up, buddy?
Hello, boys.
Hey.
I know you hate soccer, but when I was a kid, that's all we did was play soccer. We trounced the New York State Cup for 3 years in a row. They made us play 2 years up against 2 years above our age group so that we would actually not destroy everyone. And we still made it to the semis, but that's how they dealt with us. We were too good. They made us play the kids that were 2 full years older than us.
I think as far as this 9-year-old goes, they should just put him up in the bigger,
the majors.
Oh, yeah.
Let him go in the majors with his 45-mile-an-hour fastball. That'll discourage the little effer. There you go.
But in this case, maybe you let him, pitch for the 12-year-old league. If he's that good, because he might not be learning anything at that level at this point.
Learn how to.
But still, the
make
team
kids look silly.
But the team shouldn't be forfeiting.
No.
40 miles an hour for a 9-year-old is amazing.
I think so.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, Clemens is adult pitchers pitch 95. I mean, that's a great fastball. 90 miles an hour fastball is really good. So
he's almost halfway there.
He's 9.
At 9.
Then again, you don't double every year.
That little arm.
Yeah.
The little arm throwing that fast. Jesus.
Let's go to Anthony in Oceanside. Anthony.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
What's up?
Hey, just like Opie always said, the Chinese are coming. That's why they won more gold medals. They don't do this. They don't raise wimps. You're best or you're out. Simple as that. These parents make me sick.
I've been saying that for a long time, and I think the Olympics proved that. I mean, if the Chinese saw this 9-year-old kid, he would be playing in their major leagues. He would be in some baseball
Gulag.
Well, I was about to say something else, but yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, he would have to say goodbye to his family at this point, and they would just have him pitching 24 hours a day.
You'd take him away.
But in America, we tell him, no, you better play right field or somewhere else because you're too good for that position.
Guess what? My kid can't play hockey, but he can throw the hell out of a football, and that's just the way it is. He's not going to be a hockey player, period, end of story.
And that's what parents should understand. I say it all the time because I got a lot of nephews and nieces. I go to a lot of these sporting events, and you see the kids that have no business being on a baseball field, and then you see the ones that have some skills. So as a parent, you're going, maybe it's time to make them into a ballerina.
Yeah, they should take their juice boxes and go home.
Yeah. All right. Hey, the phones are finally working. See, we got listeners. Look.
I was terrible at sports. Terrible.
So what'd you do, though? You moved on to something else.
I was into science with my telescopes and microscopes and rock computers.
What's a rock computer?
Oh, it was a little thing where I would take a rock and do little experiments on it, and then based on the results, I would know what kind of rock it was. Rock computer.
I think I had one of those.
Yeah. Then I had this was before, video games. It was like an airplane flying thing, and you had a nylon string from like a tree about 50 feet down to the controls, and you hooked a little plane on the string, and you had to steer it into the runway, but it was just guiding down a string. Like, where's Microsoft Flight Simulator when you need it?
I think rejection is really, really good when you're growing up. I really did.
I had plenty of that by the goddamn gym teachers that, I just wasn't into sports, but they just hounded me. Hounded me! Get dressed, get in your uniform. Oh, you mean my shorts and T-shirt? Call it a uniform.
Especially those ages, it's all about figuring out what you're good at.
Yeah, well, sports weren't it.
So you moved on to other
Certainly
things
did.
And figured out what you were good at, and that's
hot.
And that's what the teachers should be.
I moved on to.
That's what the teachers, the parents, the coaches should be teaching the youth.
Yeah.
All right, you're not good at baseball. That's okay. Let's why don't you try this or that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Paul in Jersey. Paul.
Hey there,
Hey,
Paul.
what's going on?
Hey.
The whole thing with this is ridiculous. I coach Little League Baseball. I coach Pop Warner. I mean, baseball's gotten so baby down with pitch counts, and you can't pitch if you catch. It's crazy. And I played college baseball myself. There's no way. That's why you see all the people from the third world countries becoming best Major League Baseball players. We have baby down baseball so bad in this country.
Yeah, because they're not watering down their youth programs.
Exactly.
They're encouraging the best players to be the best.
You watch if you saw the Little League World Series during over the weekend, there's a kid from Louisiana throwing 81 miles an hour, which is the equivalent to a 105-mile-an-hour fastball.
And how old is the kid? 12?
12.
Oh, could you imagine?
So in 3 years, compared to the kid up in Connecticut who's throwing 40, this kid's throwing double twice as fast.
Wow, very nice.
And also, you get think of this: if it's in a Pop Warner game, you can't play running back. You run too fast. We can't tackle you. You got to go play line. You can't do that. That's ridiculous.
Right on, man. Thank you, sir. Joe in Maryland, what's up?
Hey guys, happy birthday, Jimmy, to you and to me.
Oh, your birthday too, huh? God bless.
Yeah, it is. Thanks. Hey,
The birthday bit.
Hey, listen, guys. 9-year-olds in Little League only pitch from 40 feet.
Oh, really?
So this kid at 9 years old throwing 40 miles an hour is the equivalent of probably close to the 90-95 from 60 feet 6 inches, which is major league distance.
Can we get the little effer in here and then try to hit off the kid?
Hit off him, yeah.
Let's try to get the little effer in studio.
I'd be scared he'd hit me.
Oh, absolutely.
Even better, give Jimmy the wiffle bat.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like we did in the old days?
The Motley Crue Challenge.
He'd love it.
Me and Steve.
All right, thank you, sir.
Quarter inch left for me.
We say hi to Larry. Hi, Larry.
Hey, how you doing,
Larry?
And at 9 years old, 40 miles an hour is not that fast. I coach Little League, and my son's on a travel team, and that's what you're facing in these travel teams is, between 35 and 45 miles an hour. It's nothing special.
Yeah.
And, the same thing with everybody else is saying. They're watering down baseball. They got to let the kids go out there and play. If they can't play, go pick another sport. Let them play baseball. Let them excel. And if they don't do good, don't let them go play freaking field hockey. That's what it is.
There you go. Very good.
You know what I'm saying? Take it easy, guys.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Billy in Tennessee. Billy.
Hey, fellas, I just want to chime in on this. When I was growing up,
I excel in all sports. Got a little cocky. My dad put me in wrestling. I got my hind end kicked for the whole first year until I got better.
Gay sport, by the way.
Quit or anything.
Gay sport.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah, the gym
Pretty
teacher
gay.
Gym teacher was trying to get me into wrestling because I was the weight they needed, and I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah, that in gym class.
I didn't, you know.
Yuck. One day we go in and he's like, oh, we're going to wrestle today. And I'm like, all right, what the hell's this about? So the mats are all out, and this big douche, I have to wrestle him, and you get in that position where you're on all fours, and the other guy's got his arm around you and on the one arm, and then the stupid gym teacher goes, and I got thrown around the mat. He grabbed me at one point, that between the legs grab. What is that? And just smashes me down on the mat. I went like, ow! As he was grabbing my junk, and it hurt.
Like a tiger grabbing a gazelle.
Oh, I was just down in a second.
You were just being shaken about.
And then he gets up after he pins me or whatever the frig it is. He sexually abused me. He gets up and he looks at me and does this neck twist from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I kick ass. Oh, stop it. You like grabbing sweaty men in tights.
You had to go to the nurse's office for a rape kit after
a rupture.
After your wrestling match.
Yeah. Well,
that is the weirdest thing. You're growing up, right? And the hormones are raging.
Yes.
You got all sorts of things going on in your body. The girls aren't icky anymore, and all hell's breaking loose inside your body. And then you got a dumb gym teacher encouraging you to get on a mat with another guy.
Yeah.
What?
All right, you get the bottom. Right. He gets the top. It's like bottom and top. And now we're rolling around on a mat and touching any place goes.
Sure.
They grab ass. They're grabbing like around that one move where they grab under between your legs from the back and grab the front and try to flip you over. It's like, of course you're flipping me over. I'm in pain. This is a torture move.
Yeah.
Oh, wrestling. Yuck. Sweaty guys on a mat.
Let's say
rolling around.
Let's say hi to Chris in Boston. Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
Hey,
listen, I got the same issue as this kid's parents. Listen, my 6-year-old son plays t-ball, and every time we play a game against these other teams, all the parents complain that my kid hits the ball too hard. So it's like, he's 6 years old, you know what I mean? How do you hit the ball too hard at 6 years old?
6-year-old.
They'll move all the kids to the other side of the field, let my son hit the ball, and then move all the kids back to their positions. I was like, Jesus Christ. Stop being pussies. Play the game. They're 6.
I say holla to that, my friend.
Yeah, at least you don't have the kid that they go, easy out, easy out, easy out. That's got to be nice for the parent. Oh, God.
Nothing worse.
Get him into something else.
Nothing worse than when they move the outfield into the infield.
Bring it in. He can't hit. He can't hit. Bring it in. Easy out. And the parents are just like, the father's, my son's a pussy.
Yeah. All right, look, the phones are really good. We're going to go right back to the phones after the break.
Yes, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, please don't, because the phones are finally working 2 hours into our radio show. So stay right there. If you're on hold, we think you're good enough to be on the show. So stay there for us, okay? New socialism starts in sports. What's this about there, Stunt Brain? The parents want everyone to be the same.
Yeah.
No big winners. I'm telling you.
This is a slippery
Hold on, though.
slope.
I go to a lot of sporting events. It's not every parent.
Yeah, but
most parents are frustrated. Like, why are they running the league like this? Why is this one parent have so much power
Why don't
in
they
our town?
speak up?
They try to.
But why don't they beat up the one parent that's being a douche?
It's easy to say that all parents are into this. I'm telling you, it's not the truth, what I've seen.
But the control has already been handed over. The kids are not taught that there is a Darwinian experience in life, that winners and losers happen. And then when they get to college or they get to the office and they don't win, they're like, what happened? I won everything. Nobody lost.
We're all winners.
And this is translating right on down to what you're hearing from Washington when they're talking about shared prosperity, that a company can't make too much money. Well, there is a minimum wage in this country. There is not a maximum wage, but we're headed that way. And they're going to start taking things away from people who do too well. we are becoming wimps. This is a dangerous thing, and they're starting indoctrinating the kids. I tell you, people, if we don't uphold the principles of capitalism, we are headed towards communism. I gotta go lay down.
Penn and Teller on Bullcrap did a great job of talking about how they attacked the anti-war protesters, and they say commerce is the best way to avoid war. If people are buying and selling from each other, that is a weird basic respect.
Yeah, that's true.
Capitalism is basically, they're saying, prevents a lot of fighting because you're making money off each other. They're like, it's not about anything but that. And they were right. It's like you look at the countries that are getting along, well, we're selling and trading with each other.
Who's into the shared prosperity? Obama?
Obama's the one who said we need to start taking away from some of these oil companies who make 8% profit. Yeah, the number looks big, but they only make 8%. You make 8% as a businessman, you're barely getting by. So the shared prosperity thing is a really dangerous socialistic principle in terms of upholding what we stand for as a capitalist society.
You know, there's a good thing that is happening with the high gas prices. Anyone else read this today in the paper? Anybody?
No.
Good thing coming out of the fact that
good thing
that gas was $4 a gallon for most of the summer.
What's that?
Well, I'm going to tell you next. Look
I
what I
already
do.
know
You know, Jimmy?
No.
I'll tell you about a good thing that is happening because gas is $4 a gallon.
People aren't drinking it?
Oh! Opie and Anthony. We're going to go right back to the phones. The one guy I wanted to go to just hung up.
Ain't it always the way?
Basically, he, in his town, if you beat a team by too much, you have to take like a sportsmanship class or meeting.
Ugh.
You have to learn about sportsmanship.
Yeah, boy, that sucks.
We're just embracing people's weaknesses and almost apologizing for being successful. It's this stupid guilt thing in the U.S. It's the same way we are around the world. We're just too apologetic. We're just sissies.
Yep.
Silly.
Where did that start?
Well, Carlin's brilliant, his brilliant attacks on the baby boomers and just how soft, because they were handed everything. Carlin did a thing about how after how they were given everything in the 60s and they took it all, and then they got really soft, and that's who he blamed it on. And, I agree with him.
All right, let's go to the phones before we lose these people. Susan in Boston, listening on BCN. It's Opie and Anthony.
Guys, how are you?
Good, Susan.
My son plays Pop Warner, and he plays hockey. And this whole mercy rule thing and no winners and losers, it's all about the parents, because the parents can't handle watching their kids lose.
Yep.
My son, he's gotten his ass handed to him 12-1. They deal with it, and the kids forget about the loss like 5 minutes after it happens, and it's all the parents that can't deal. It drives me crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, they got that mercy rule. Where
Yeah,
they
they have to-
stop the game.
Well, that's fine, but it's like parents that have to do their jobs. It's like they want everybody else to do it for them. It's like sometimes you got to explain to your kid, hey, look, it happens. You're not that good at this, but you're enjoying it, so what?
Walk it off.
That's what I say to him. You know, sometimes you're not going to win. Even when you play as hard as you can, you're still going to lose. It happens. It's life.
Thank you, and that's life, and that's why I think it's important that the kids learn the lesson early.
Sometimes you stink.
You know, sometimes I think parents in general don't want to see their kids upset or sad, so this is how they work around that. When you should embrace the sadness and teach them, well, this is what life's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you just got to play a little harder next time, and you still might not win, but that's okay. You know,
Right.
you'll learn how to come back from something like that.
Right on, man. All right, let's go to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I'm an umpire for Little League Baseball. I see it all the time. They tell us not to, we can't call a kid out on strike three. We can't, we pound him out. Strike three, you got to say, oh, that's strike three. But we don't do it. But going back to the mercy rule, I had a game, it was 33-2 in the third inning.
Well, I think the mercy rule should come into effect if you're winning by like 50, let's say.
Yeah.
But their mercy rule is
guess
like 10 runs or something.
It's 10 runs after 4 innings, but it was only the third inning. And I was getting tired, so I called the game because of darkness, but it was still light outside.
This guy's hilarious.
But it's hard even on the umpires because, we have to we have to play both sides of the field there. You got to let the kids play, and then they don't want you to, be embarrassed or anything. But it's a tough life. I agree with you guys, though. We are raising a bunch of sissies.
All right.
When I was in the championship game in Little League, the Royals, we were not that great, but we made the championship, and we lost. I believe it was 13-2. We got our asses
close.
Beating. And I was up last. There was one out in the ninth inning. There was a runner on first. And I was so awful as a hitter that they had the runner go. I had 2 strikes on me because they figured even if I did hit it, it would be a weak double play ball. Oh. So the runner ran, and I just flailed impotently at the ball. Strike 3, and then they threw him out.
Oh.
The championship game was over.
You were the last out, or pretty much the cause of the...
Yeah, because I couldn't make contact.
Well, not like would have made up that much...
Doesn't matter. It's the point.
It is the point. You were the one that screwed it up.
I'm the same boy that once hit a dribbler, and it went up the first baseline, and it was foul, and I just stood there in the batter's box, and everybody is screaming, "Run! Go! Run!"
No!
And I was so embarrassed, because I'm like, it's a foul ball. And then I just saw it roll back fair, and you've never seen anyone just take off so late in the game. The pitcher was already picking it up and throwing it by the time I broke out of the batter's box. I got like 2 feet. And I was just out.
You were awful.
Sucked. So I worked out okay. I mean, from there you move into alcohol, drugs, and
self-hatred and comedy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dave in Jersey. Dave.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I just wanted to say these parents are stupid. I mean, they have a chance for their kids to play with what could be one of the greatest baseball players of all time, and they're taking, my kid's not good enough to play with them. I mean, so look at Tiger Woods. If someone told Tiger Woods when he was young playing golf, "Oh, you're too good playing football," where would he be now?
Good point, sir. Good point.
Well, how about they don't do it in school? Like when a kid is too smart in math, he's embraced or she's embraced. They don't say, could you dumb it down a little bit? Why is that acceptable? Why they give out awards? They give out for best math, best science. So why don't they just ask you to dumb it down so the other kids don't feel stupider?
How great would school be, though?
Yeah.
If everybody got A's. More time to, play some of that tonsil hockey.
Ooh.
Let's go to Craig in New Hampshire. Craig.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I used to coach back for 10 years. I coached older kids, like 15 through 18, and I tell you, parents coddle these kids big time. I had this one kid, his mother came to me and goes, he cannot play first base or catcher because the ball hits him, he's going to bruise very easily. So I go, okay, then why is he playing baseball then? And then I had another kid, my coach and I were sitting there, like, what the heck is going on with this kid? And come to find out, he was a left-handed kid, but his father refused to buy him a glove, proper glove, so he was throwing the ball right-handed.
Well, yeah, because if you're left-handed, you're the devil, so.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm left-handed, so I went to the father. I go, hey, I have a glove. I'll let him borrow for the games. He doesn't go buy one. He goes, no, you got to stay right-handed. I go, you got to be kidding me.
My kid's no freak.
Oh, yeah, and the sad thing is I put him out in right field. I have my center fielder playing right center right next to him, and I go, whatever you do, catch the damn ball. I don't want him touching the ball. Oh, it was a circus out there, and I tell you, the parents nowadays, they call their kids, they think that, and also, too, after a bad game, they go, oh, you did great, don't worry, you struck out 3 times, don't worry, you made contact. And I tell you, that's why I got out of coaching. I have 2 daughters right now who are 8 years old, and I won't coach them at all. I'll coach them at home. But I won't do the team aspect. I'll let the parents do it, and I'll do the thing at home with them.
What percentage of the parents do you think are just ball busters and real pains in the asses?
I probably dealt with about 60 to 70% of them.
Wow.
They're overly concerned, right? They're overly involved.
Oh, yeah. I would get phone calls at 11 o'clock at night. After a game gets done at 10 o'clock, I get a phone call from my father. Well, how come my son didn't play today? Well, let me see. Your son showed up late for practice, and especially these kids have started getting their licenses. They're driving now, so they think they're cool. And these kids don't think they have to come to practices. And I tell you, it was the most frustrating thing I ever dealt with. I mean, I went bald pretty much and have gray hair in 10 years. And I'm only 28 years old.
All right. Thank you, sir. We're going to move on because the phones are just really lit. Jim in Lindenhurst, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I used to coach Pee Wee football for the Levittown Red Devils. And 1 year. What's funny? When you guys played?
No, it's a Pee Wee thing.
No, of course. Pee Wee football.
It was
sounds ridiculous.
It was quite brilliant. Go ahead, Jim.
Not a problem. 1 year, I had parents from another team come up and petition to me. They wanted one of my kids removed from the team.
Why?
Because he hit too hard.
Because he hit too hard, they were petitioning to get him removed from your team.
Yeah, because he hit too hard and he was bruising the other players.
Were they pieces of fruit?
Apparently, that's what they must think they are, is pieces of fruit and padding.
Right.
So some of these parents are absolutely ridiculous with how much they coddle their kids and, oh, poor baby, oh, poor this. Give me a break. You want this kid to play a sport, let him play the damn sport.
And then go play another sport that they might be good at. Not everyone's going to be a good baseball player.
Seriously. Or football, the kid hits hard. He's 7 years old.
Right.
Please.
All right.
Parents'
this
stupid
kid was
dreams.
More than most on the field, too.
Right. Thank you, Jim. Let's go to Greg on Long Island. Greg?
How you doing?
Hey.
I was one of those kids in junior high, I guess, that had no business being out there in baseball. So I picked the outfield all the way out there, and there was a little stream in the woods. Oops. And some stupid kid actually hit a ball way out there, so I grabbed the ball and I threw it back into the field, and I was like, good, that's good enough for me. Now I can go play with the frogs. And I played I played with the frogs right through the period was over, and I get back out there and there's nobody in the field, and I was about 10 minutes late for my next class.
Accounting?
I don't know what it was.
Just an assumption.
Sounds like you're still playing with the frogs, sir.
I wasn't successful in that class either. So.
All right, thank you, Greg. Chuck in Jersey. Chuck.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
How you doing today?
Good.
Years ago when I was playing Little League ball, my dad wanted to coach. And he went to the town rec center and he told the people, he was interested. And they said, that's great. What can you teach the kids? What's the one thing, that's most important? And he says, I want to teach the kids how to lose. And they all just looked at him like, what are you, crazy? And he's like, well, you never see a sore winner, do you? And believe it or not, they wouldn't let him coach because of that.
Because he thought losing is a good thing.
It's probably the extreme, though. Just wants to lose every game.
right.
Go out there and don't do anything.
I'm going to teach them how to get into male relationships and bottom. Right.
This is where we're leading to. This whole phone conversation is developing here. Watch this. Scott in Boston, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, I just thought I'd talk about how pathetic some of these parents are getting. I've had an 18-year-old actually show up with his mother for a job interview.
Oh, wow.
For what? What was the job?
It's for a forklift operator.
And he brought his mommy?
That's sad.
What did she have to do with it?
Fail.
I hope you
She
guys...
just wanted to make sure he didn't say anything stupid or help him get the job. It's just terrible.
I hope you guys gave him a forklift wedgie after mommy left.
Or just drove it into his chest and killed him.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Dave in Medford. Dave?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good morning, Dave.
Opie, you said something half kidding a little while ago. I'm a school teacher, and you said, wouldn't it be great if everybody gets an A? That's somewhat the way it's become. The average grade has really become, if you're an average student, a B, B+, and if you're doing something a little bit above average, you're maintaining around an A average, at least in the area where I work and some of the areas around me. That's the way it is.
I always got the not working to his potential.
Yeah.
That was what I got.
Even not working to his potential, you're still passing. You're still doing fine. At least today it is. I mean, the coddling has really gotten pretty extreme.
I passed and stuff. Elementary school, I'm talking about, when I was a little kid. My report cards were always like, it was good, but then they always had to turn the screws on me. Like, oh, Anthony is very nice. He plays well with the other children. He's a good student. He listens. But Anthony is not working up to his potential. Okay, you know what my potential is. You're like 24 years old, the teacher. They always seemed older back then. But you realize they were just dopes that were just out of college.
Yeah, barely older than yourself.
Yeah. Well, a little older than me, but
I know.
And then you're like, my potential? How do you know what that is? Come here, I'll show you my potential, you little bitch.
Well, and the problem is the inflated grades give them this inflated sense of self, and then they don't understand why they're getting booted out of college within the first semester or 2 semesters in.
Well, sir, it's like I always say, spare the rod, spoil the child. I say that often.
Yeah.
Even out of context. I'll just say it in the middle of a discussion about something else.
We got this person says they were so bored that I got disrupted others.
Oh, really?
There was always those things on those report cards. I don't even know if they have those like that anymore, but this was like first grade through sixth grade or something, or fifth grade. They'd give you the report card that you'd have to take home and get signed, and there'd be little comments from the teacher. Disruptive. He has seems like he doesn't nap much. That was another one. Like, oh, tired during the day.
Maybe he got a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I think it's better to not nap during the day.
Right.
It means you're like responsible and you're going to bed at a decent hour.
Responsible, you're in third grade.
But your mommy's making sure you go to bed.
Yeah.
Instead of staying up all hours of the night. Hey, we got to go back to wrestling because you made fun of wrestling. We got a wrestling coach on the line.
All right.
Chris in Jersey, what's
Here
up?
we go.
How you guys doing?
Defend your homoerotic sport.
Actually, I'm not going to defend it. I think it's pretty funny, and if you're not involved, I can see how you kind of can see it that way. But the good thing about wrestling is you can't have sort of forced winners, or you can't protect the kids from learning. If you win, you win. It's a one-on-one sport, and
certainly is a top and a bottom.
and you actually get more points for kicking the crap out of somebody. So it's kind of a good thing in that way, in that there's no way to sort of have parents involved saying, oh, you can't beat him that bad, or he shouldn't be wrestling because he's too good. So just wanted to say,
Chris,
with these other teams, yeah.
You're just missing the point, though. When you're like a kid growing up and you got hormones a raging, now you're being forced to touch another boy. You're like,
yeah, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should
I don't know about making kids do it who don't want to do it.
I think you would get a lot more guys into wrestling if you made them wrestle in, I don't know, like what the Knights used to wear back in the day.
Some armor,
a lot of armor. So you don't have your elbow in a soft mushy area all of a sudden.
It's just the whole sweaty man-on-man thing that is just the biggest turnoff. Jesus, your face is in his armpit. All right, he's got a good hold on him. It's like, yeah, he certainly does. Look at that.
How do you guys feel about like the UFC and stuff?
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at where his head was. It was right in his junk. Now he's doing a thing that's gay porno.
Couple of men.
And you just smell like another man when you're done.
Yeah.
Because it's just rubbed all over you. Oh, that wrestling.
A couple of men just kind of getting tangled up, settling all the
Yeah,
differences.
right. The Greek used to do that naked.
Of course they
By the
did.
way, they would wrestle naked.
They're all tangled up. It's kind of hard to determine who the winner is. They both win, as far as I'm concerned. Settling things like men.
Oh, those Greek.
All right, thank you, Chris. We appreciate it. Did anyone else see what's going on in Greece?
A lot of A-sex.
Well, the Olympics were there in 2004. They did a piece on NBC over the weekend to show everybody what happened to the old facility or the facilities. And they're just most of the places are just rotting away in Greece.
Really?
Yeah. They built a stadium. What was it for? Softball?
Yeah.
Softball, like a state-of-the-art softball stadium for the 2004 Olympics. And it turns out that no one plays softball in Greece, so this place is just rotting.
How is it that Greece also has stuff that is still there after thousands of years, yet something from the last Olympics is falling down?
Well, they just show that they're not keeping up with these places, but maybe they're just used to, They're
keeping up with the Parthenon?
Maybe they're just used to seeing just crap everywhere they look, so they're like, to them, this is normal.
More ruins.
Right.
This is great. People love coming to Greece to see ruins.
It's about time we have brand new ruins. I'm sick of looking at the old ruins. You're right.
Don't like people don't like looking at new buildings. They come here to look at old buildings.
You're so right.
We're making new ruins.
I thought it was outrageous, but I think they know exactly what they're doing over there. They're just building new ruins. Stupid me. Hey, do we have time to squeeze in some trunking?
Is that a wrestling move?
Trunking.
Trunking?
Trunking is.
He's trunked him. Obviously, as he screams in pain, he loses the match.
Trunking is all the rage, my friend. You want to get
trunking?
Oh, by the way, the gas thing. I forgot to tell everybody.
I was going to ask.
Okay.
about
Oh, one thing that is coming from the fact that gas is over $4 a gallon this summer.
Yes.
Less people are dying on the roadways.
Is that good?
A lot less people are dying on the roadways because there's less cars out there.
Less cars.
So a good thing happening because gas is so high.
Less traffic.
We
right?
are probably talking to someone out there that was supposed to die this summer.
Gee.
But because gas was $4 a gallon, you are still alive, my friend. Yes.
Wow.
They should save a lot of lives and make it $100 a gallon.
Yes, they should.
It's now 7:55, and I have officially been bombing for an hour and 55 minutes.
You stink.
I don't think I don't notice how goddamn awful I have been all day. My apologies to the audience. I have been terrible since 6 o'clock.
Oh, Jimmy.
But ill-timed comments, not insightful or funny, just stupid.
But you didn't go home.
Dude.
You're still trying.
Right, you're still trying. You know, you're stepping up to the plate.
Not like these wimps we're raising out there.
And missing.
Dude, I literally, I haven't had a base hit all day. It has been nothing but laughing at everyone else's jokes and bombing horribly.
I'm sure you'll rally back.
Yeah.
You always do.
The last hour is going to be yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 10:45. Watch out, folks.
We got Malik from the hood, Asbury Park, checking in. What's up?
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's going on?
Hey, Malik.
Yeah, I mean, I think this thing with the Little League and Pop Warner only happening in the suburbs. 'Cause I know out in Asbury Park, yo, the Pop Warner team, these little kids, they go to the Super Bowl every year because they bang hard. Their parents are telling them, if you don't hit this kid hard, then I'm going to hit you when you get home. My little nephew's 12 years old, and he's out there every Sunday playing with 30-year-old men getting tackled.
Malik's onto something because back in the day I became pretty good at basketball and we had to play the black teams and woo.
Yeah.
You got kids that's 12 years old that's touching the backboard and they're dunking at 11.
He's dunking at 11.
He's not even joking.
How do you play guys that are dunking at 11?
Dude, he's not even joking. We would play Amityville, Wyandanch, Malvern.
Oh yeah.
Going local for Long Island, they understand. And these kids were dunking and stuff, and you wanted them to check their birth certificates. Like, come on, how is this kid still in high school?
You know what's so cool about that, though? That seems unfair, but their children got such a kick out of watching them play that it was well worth it.
Yeah, I mean that's why I think the differential with the sports, it comes into like different neighborhoods. 'Cause I know you got your suburban areas. You have your soccer moms. Don't hit my kids; they're going to bruise. In the hood,
Yeah.
yo, look, that's all a part of the game, baby. If you don't get knocked down, then you know what I'm saying, you ain't playing the game right. Get your head back in the game. Turn your helmet back around from the side angle. And get back in the game and let's rock. That's how we play. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's funny. I've told the story a couple times, but I think it was Amityville where they had a curfew, so we had to have the basketball game before darkness set in. They were under a curfew, and I went to a pretty white high school, Harbor Fields, but we had some black kids, and we had a couple kids on the team. And they would strut down the hall like they were ghetto, and they would wear the latest fashions of the day that the brothers were wearing in the hood, right?
Yeah.
And then we would go to Amityville, and then you would look for support on the bench because I'm not kidding, as a 15, 16-year-old, you're scared to death.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to this atmosphere.
You're playing against men.
Right. And
grown men.
So I looked down the bench. His name was Cornelius, for a little support. Like, what do we do, bro?
Cornelius.
This is your world. I swear to God, that was his name. I'm like, this is your world. What do we do? And and he was just as scared as Whitey. Just as scared. He was a fake ghetto kid in our high school.
Yeah.
Completely fake. Because when it came down to helping us out, he didn't know what to do either.
Remember, one of the perceived black people from your school was Mariah Carey.
Yeah, true.
It's about as black as they got in Harbor Fields.
Yeah. She ran the gang.
Yeah.
In Asbury Park, they don't have night games in Asbury Park because it may be shooting.
Yeah.
That's not the only reason.
All
I
right.
said she ran the gang.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I should be just shocked.
All right, thank you, Malik. I know we got to take a break, but we got Josh in Indiana. Josh.
Hey there, Josh.
Morning, fellas.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
I'm gonna.
I got a story about wrestling in middle school that backs up what Aunt said. I was in the 6th grade, and my father intimidated me into trying out for the wrestling team, of which I had no idea what I was doing, and it always seemed kind of homoerotic to start with. So I'm at a meet, and I have to wrestle a guy that's older than I am.
Yep.
Yeah. And, well, let's say he put me in a half Nelson, and when you probably don't know much about wrestling since it is homoerotic, but he flip a person over via a half Nelson on their back. And when he did that, his junk was directly in my mouth.
See, that's not a sport.
You're right. It's not. It's horrible.
They are just covering each other in any way possible. And, yeah, very inappropriate areas end up in your face. And it looks like you know, when you see one guy in his stomach and the other guy's trying to flip him over, and he's spread eagle on top of him.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
One man flipping another.
Yeah.
All right.
Let the contest begin.
Answer me this, then. Why weren't there more gay guys in high school doing the wrestling?
Who knows?
It's well, come on. You had the theater kids. Why weren't they also wrestling?
Those were the known gay guys.
Why weren't they a two-sport?
Let me tell you, that when you get football teams that go off to football camp and abuse some of the kids with pine cones.
Story we had here on Long Island.
Yeah. They're hiding something.
Yeah.
They're hiding a little thrill that they get. A fine cone. There you go, Jimmy.
That's right. 8:02, 122 minutes into the program. Finally, a double.
That was a nice one.
Yeah. All right. We thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
When we get back, we're going to tell you what trunking's all about.
Trunking.
Mm-hmm.
Can't figure that out.
We have to promote our guest. We have Steve Coogan today at 8:30.
What?
I'm very psyched.
Steve Coogan from Tropic Thunder and Hamlet 2.
And one of the funniest shows ever. I'm Alan Partridge from England.
Ooh.
Great. Probably could have done a better job promoting that. But.
Yeah. Good. Let people know he's coming.
I just mentioned the name of the show, and then you only went, knocked your teeth, and Stuntbrain stood there.
Just describe what everyone did.
Yeah.
I love
the on the button. He's looking at the monitor.
I love the listeners that get so mad when all we're doing is trying to make jokes. Danny Miller from Philly, he writes, "You fags, you have WWE wrestlers and UFC fighters in all the time and are so afraid to say controversial S, but now you're making fun of teenage boys that do the same thing."
No, not the same thing.
Chuck Liddell wrestled, idiots.
We know that's stupid.
We're just making jokes because we all were in that position in high school, and you know it was awkward to try the wrestling thing.
I don't remember seeing anything in WWF or E that was like that. What? Maybe a couple of things, but not like not that prolonged, just laying on top of another man.
What about the great what was his name? Where his finishing move was to rub his big, huge, sweaty butt in your face.
That was funny. That was funny because the guy having it done to him didn't sit there and take it. It was just like, he was disgusted.
All right, we'll get Sam, our wrestling expert, in here. He'll come up with
Sam Roberts,
some of the homoerotic finishing moves that the WWE has. Okay,
all right.
Opie and Anthony. It's Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton. 877-212-0-A. We got, who do we got, Jimmy? We got Steve Coogan coming in about 15 minutes. Nice.
8:30, yeah. He's
Hamlet 2 and Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, he plays the director, and really a funny part, and he's a really famous character in England, Alan Partridge, which if you guys haven't seen that show, if they would release the stupid DVDs on a format that fits American DVD players.
That would be nice. I never saw that show.
Hilarious.
Now I'm going to go search that out, Jimmy. Very cool. There was something else. Oh, yeah, finishing moves in the WWE. And said they're not doing that. Right. We're looking at the X-Pac Bronco Buster.
Oh, the Bronco Buster.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, that's
All right.
that's pretty bad.
Can we get that up on O&A Radio?
All right,
ONARadio.com for all the visuals we talk about on the radio show.
the Bronco Buster,
All right.
really bad.
And it was Rashiki that did the butt thing. Rikishi, I'm sorry. That would rub his big, huge, sweaty butt in your face.
Yeah.
To humiliate you some more.
The stink face.
The stink face, right.
Oh,
Thank
right.
you. Thank you, Sam. Any other weird ones in wrestling?
Well, I mean, moves like the power bomb where you got to have a guy sitting on your shoulders with his torso facing your face.
Oh, wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and then the old tombstone pile driver where the head and the
Is right, yeah, the
waist
guy's head
and
is
the
upside
and the
down.
waist, yeah.
You're almost like 69 in position.
Sam, I want you to come up with the top 5 gayest wrestling finishing moves ever.
Okay, but if I
For
can,
tomorrow's show with video, and we'll put it up on ONARadio.com.
but I will also add that these finishing moves,
Oh,
when pulled off, are very effective too.
Of course they are.
All right.
Of course
Hence
they
the
are.
name.
Yeah. Let's. We're wrapping up with sports and stuff. It all started with this 9-year-old that no one wants to play against up there in New Haven. JC, what's up? Because he throws 40 miles an hour for a 9-year-old. Yeah.
Hey, boys, how are you?
Good. Hey.
I played basketball for the youth league, and we played a team. We lost 80-23. They had a kid that was 6'3" and could dunk. He just ran up and down the field.
He's 6'3", he can dunk, and you're in the 13-year-old league.
Jeez. That,
All they would do sucked. This kid was on steroids. Threw the ball, and he just run the
accusing the kid of being on steroids, that's nice.
Well, why not? Either that or he's 20. Thanks, JC. All right, very good. Steve on Long Island. Steve.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Boy.
Dodgeball. And they don't allow it in school anymore. And I know that if I ever have kids, I want my kid to have the fun of having a rubber ball slammed in his face. Don't you feel the same way, Anthony, when you have kids?
Of course.
Well, Anthony's not going to have kids.
Won't have kids. But, yeah, dodgeball was a staple in school, you know. You got to play that.
Jimmy, you okay? You okay today, Jimmy?
Well, am I okay today? My nose is very sore, but other than that, I'm okay.
His nose is sore.
Oh, sweetie. All right, you guys have a great day. Punching out.
Apparently, I have cancer of the funny bone.
Oh, no.
There's a cure for that, though.
Yeah.
Another day.
Yeah, I know.
You're fine.
Another day is the cure.
Wednesday is the cure.
Dave in Jersey.
Morning, boys.
Hey. One more. Yep.
Well, I think I've got the most homoerotic wrestling story there is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I started wrestling early, like around age 7. And our coach taught us a move, and I kid you not, called the Saturday Night Ride. It's originally called the double leg grapevine. Now, yeah, exactly.
Can we look up the double leg grapevine or whatever to see if it's on YouTube? Yeah, go ahead.
So you got the guy who's pinning the other guy down, wraps one leg around one leg, wraps his other leg around the other leg, spread the legs, and arch your back. That is the most homoerotic move in amateur wrestling.
Wow, that is a bad one.
I kid you not, and we would laugh every time they said it was Saturday Night Ride, and we would all just laugh at it as we did it because it was probably the most gayest thing you ever saw.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at him. The guy's like pumping. He's thrusting. And
Exactly.
And that's really a move?
That's really a move. You actually see that in wrestling. It's, yeah. If
that
you're
is a
watching it,
dumbass move.
and Sam left out the most homoerotic finishing move in wrestling. It's by a wrestler known as Norman Smiley, and I kid you not, it's called the Big Wiggle. he takes his opponent, bends him over in front of him, gets behind him, and then he puts his hand down his own front and starts playing like he's spanking the guy in front of him on both sides. And he rides the guy around the ring. And I'm sure you can get video on that.
Oh, I got it.
Look at that gay move.
Those are the two most gay moves in wrestling altogether.
Thank you, sir. Good phone call. Dave in Jersey. Dave in Jersey. All right, before we take a break and get to Steve Coogan, we have to talk about this trunking, something else that's going on
Yeah, what
today.
is trunking?
You're not going to
Is
believe
it sex?
No.
No?
No. This is trunking.
Anyone with a heart for a dog will hate hearing this. The latest low in dog fighting. It's a shock. It's called trunking.
I don't like the sound of that.
Trunking involves fighting, but the battles take place inside a car trunk. New Jersey SPCA investigator Corporal Al Peterson has been investigating this newest atrocity and details what few can imagine.
Put two fighting dogs to be put inside the back of a trunk.
Then Corporal Peterson says the battles take place in a dark parking lot, or perhaps the dogs are driven around by someone called the referee. Music up loud so the battling animals aren't heard.
What the hell? Where's the entertainment in that?
Just shoot people.
You can't watch.
You open up the trunk.
And whoever's dead, whichever dog is dead, loses.
And then you get a nice surprise. Did your dog win or not?
As the music's blasting. I bet it's not the Doobie Brothers.
Might be, though. What's happening has
That's
Doobie
true.
Brothers.
All right, we'll give
Let's
you
not
that.
forget.
The referee will go in, they'll check out and find out who's the winner, who's the loser.
The winner? The dog left inside the trunk alive.
I think they should put those people in the trunk and let them fight it out.
Kevin Marshall knows about
Good
animal
answer.
abuse. As a puppy, his adopted pooch, Ashley, was found in the trash.
I think it's bad. Like, they should just let the animals go.
Animal advocates wonder, what will humans think of next? The newest way to be cruel is a crime, but the thrill of the kill has not stopped it from gaining popularity nationwide.
We know it's going on not only in New Jersey. We found that it's going on in Chicago, Detroit, many urban and major cities.
Just say it.
Yeah. Many urban cities.
Urban cities.
What the hell's that?
Reporter.
He's reporter.
Oh, the reporter actually got in the trunk of a car to do the story?
We have a lot of videos for ownaradio.com.
Silly.
This guy's doing a report. Is that the audio we just heard? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. And the reporter started his piece inside a trunk, sideways, discussing this trunking thing, and then had the cameraman, I guess, just, close the trunk door, so now he's inside the trunk. Oh, they're just the worst. Let's go to Matt in New Jersey. Matt.
What's up, boys? Happy birthday, Jamie.
Hey.
I used to wrestle, and when I was in high school, I got paired up in practice with a homosexual, and he didn't come out of the closet until after the fact. But we started off one day, and he pinned me and kissed me on the lips and said, "You're pinned." And I just freaked out. I freaked out in front of the whole, wrestling room and just started calling him all these bad names, and he got kicked off the team right then and there. But it was really, really weird. And I also had another time where a friend of mine was getting pinned, and his father ran on the mat and just pulled him right off the mat, so he didn't have to get pinned.
So exciting story there.
That was pretty amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Scott in Jersey, what's up?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, that has to be the worst reporter ever. The dog who's alive wins. Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Well, maybe they flip it a little bit. The big
yeah,
surprise
I think
is
they flip that.
the dead dog wins.
Oh, yeah, that would be the winner.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Bunch of that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Something tells me this isn't happening a lot.
What, this trunking?
Yeah. Just doesn't seem as entertaining, for people that are entertained by that, as the ring and, the dogs and being able to watch.
Who would volunteer their car?
Yeah.
And why wouldn't the dogs just talk it over? Go, look, no one's looking. What are we doing? When they open it up, let's just jump out and take off.
Or why don't you play dead? Your turn to play dead.
Yeah, I'll bite his hand, we'll run.
Yeah.
Hose it out every night like Henry Hill had to hose out the back of his car after he buried Billy Bats. We hit a skunk.
Can you hear me? I don't get this. I'm like, I've never called this show. What's going on? I don't get it.
Bridget. You don't get the show?
You can actually hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, Bridget.
Oh, my God, that's so cool. See, I don't know. I'm listening to you guys. Oh, yeah, and about the wrestling thing. I wanted to mention, when I saw that on the television for the first time, and I was watching with my guy friends, I had to literally think twice about them actually being gay, because the things that they were doing on the show that
Steve Coogan has arrived. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get him on the radio next. Opie and Anthony.
It's an Opie and Anthony Show Entertainment News Minute with Hollywood actor Michael Madsen.
What was the biggest piece of shit you were involved with?
This show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
We got to get right back into this. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. In studio, Steve Coogan. You might remember him from Tropic Thunder, a movie that's doing very, very well at the box office right now. Loved Tropic Thunder.
Thank you very much.
We saw an early screening of that, and it was so good. It's the first movie I've seen in, can't even tell you how long, where I actually went back a second time and saw it again.
Yeah, no, it stands it. I think it's going to do well on DVD, though.
Yeah, you play the director in Tropic Thunder.
Yes, I do.
And, enough people have seen it. I mean, you get blown up in the movie, and they're holding up your head.
Yeah. I stand on the line. I make a big speech. Part of the joke is like that you figure I'm going to be one of the central characters, and then I stand on a landmine and literally blow up.
Yeah. And then they just kind of start showing off your head. I think Ben Stiller's like, "Look, this is a prop head," and he puts his fingers inside the skull, and now he's like licking blood, and like, "Look, this is just prop blood," and then Ben Stiller makes the faces like, "Oh, whoa, this is real."
Yeah,
but that's got to be creepy to see your head like that.
Yeah, they did a big cast of your head to try and that's to make a replica head. They they swayed you in these sort of plaster of Paris bandages, and you have to breathe through straws stuck up your nose for 45 minutes.
That's got to be great, though, as a comic, though, just to know you're going to get killed in a movie, like finally something different than just doing, like,
Oh, it's great.
Funny role.
And also, if you're going to leave a movie, then you should go out literally with a bang, which is what I do, because you're really not expecting it. Yeah.
I'm a fan. I mean, my ex-girlfriend turned me on to, before she left me, turned me on to I'm Alan Partridge.
Wow, she has double good taste.
Yeah. Very hurtful. She's it's really a funny series, man. Really funny series, but it doesn't. They have to put on DVD the format where it works here, because it doesn't seem to work here. You have to buy a special, like the DVD player has to play like whatever format you guys use in England.
I know they did. They released the second series on American format recently. But one of the series they haven't. But the BBC are kind of they're not the most high proficient of organizations.
It's so great, though. I mean, you play, and it's like such an ass Alan Partridge is. It's such a great. I'd say that and Gervais in The Office are probably the two best portrayals of horses' asses I've ever seen.
That's great.
Really
Yeah,
funny.
no, I think I agree with you. Ricky Gervais runs me a pretty close second. Yeah.
Nice, I like that. I like
wow,
the
you're pretty
attitude.
serious. I was told you were kind of wacky.
Oh, no.
God.
We're not wacky, that's for sure.
Wacky.
Waka waka.
You got to.
That was a good line by Mr. Coogan.
We didn't know if he
I
was
like that.
serious or not, though.
No.
Well, you can't ever tell. I'm kind of quite dry, especially at whatever time it is.
Yeah.
So
goddamn early.
You got a great review in Hamlet 2. Did you read this review? In the guy said this is like it's like always a catch-22, and they give you a good review because the language just kind of makes you want to smash their faces. But they said mostly though there's the endlessly resourceful, endlessly inventive, bedazzling Mr. Coogan.
Ooh,
okay,
bedazzling.
Yeah, and I don't even know the guy. I've never met him. So.
All right.
Well, they
That's
really
pretty
loved it.
nice.
Yeah.
It was a hit at Sundance, and they said it's never since Death of a Salesman. Never has a failure been so entertaining. But it was a great review of the film.
Yeah, no, they've been pretty kind to me. I think it's kind of but it's a great script. Pam Brady wrote it, did Team America and South Park, and so it's got that kind of level of humor in it. It's pretty close to the bone, pretty risque.
We got to ask the basic question.
So what's it about?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Hamlet 2.
I play a drama school teacher, a failed actor who's been in LA trying to get work and goes to Tucson to become a drama teacher, and in the back end of Beyond, and they're going to close down the drama department, and he decides to save it by writing a sequel to Hamlet, in which Hamlet builds a time machine, goes back in time and saves everyone's life, and meets Jesus Christ along the way. And in the beginning of the movie, you sort of get a tone of what he's about, because he's putting on a stage production with the students, a stage production of Erin Brockovich at the school. So he's kind of That's where he's coming from. He's sort of super earnest guy. He thinks he's an inspirational teacher. Like he keeps quoting Dead Poets Society and Dangerous Minds as saying that that's what he is. And those films are kind of like models for him. So yeah. And he's a horse's ass. It satirizes inspirational teachers' movies, but kind of becomes one in the end as well.
A Dangerous Mind with Michelle Pfeiffer, which she did the worst Southern accent. She was like kind of in and out of her accent, and it was that Coolio song was the theme song.
Yeah.
That really sucks. What a great movie to parody that is. The bio they gave us on you, it's really weird, the information we get. They said he claims to have a bad temper and be an angry person in real life, but you think it makes you funnier. I mean, how true is that? Like, do you try to keep the anger?
Yeah. He's just there's something about this kind of navel gazing. You get a lot of like those West Coast people who talk about their emotions constantly, and he's one of those guys.
No, I mean you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
personal
it's actually,
question.
Yeah,
oh, do I channel? Yeah, of course. I mean, all the parts of me that are an ass, I channel into what I do. You might as well. They're kind of useless qualities unless you kind of employ them in some way. And so that's what I try to do, just put them into the work.
But are you really an angry person in real life?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not that. I don't have the energy, I guess, to be angry. I prefer to be someone who's rather than angry with life. I'm just like kind of constantly, slightly irritated by it.
Were you tired of doing Alan Partridge? Are you sick and tired of that character? I mean, after it was 14 years or whatever it was.
Well, kind of, but I've not done him for like 6 years. But then I'm going on the road in the fall in the UK doing live comedy all around the country, and I'll be doing the character in that. So I do like a bunch of characters on stage live, and I'll be doing that like round kind of arenas and live venues.
Well, you're massive in England. I mean, it's a huge show in England. And have you found that it's kind of harder to be? Has the success here been as easy to come by, or because it seems like the shows take off there, and then a couple of years later they get replayed here and they do really well.
Yeah, it's actually been quite good here because I've kind of in England, when you become successful, you get associated with the thing that made you a success, and that can be kind of like a double-edged sword because it stops you being able to break out of it and do other stuff and have preconceived notions of you. But over here, a lot of directors and actors are kind of wanting to work me in a different way, and I write a lot of my stuff, and I'm collaborating with people. I'm doing a series for HBO with Justin Theroux, who wrote Tropic Thunder. So I got a lot of stuff that's kind of is different from what I'm established doing in the UK. So it's kind of so it's actually my anonymity here that I had sort of for quite a while has kind of enabled me to do different stuff.
Can you do an American accent?
I do one in Hamlet too.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it tough?
Yeah, but I got a coach. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I always see that in the credits.
I'm not going to audition for you right here.
No.
Go see the movie. That's why I'm here.
I wasn't even going to ask. I was just wondering how difficult that is. And I always see on the credits, vocal coach and accent coach, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well,
I think Anthony really wanted to hear the American accent.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'll wait till the movie. I'll see the movie because it always amazes me. A lot of times you see guys in movies and girls in movies, and then you watch the movie and don't think twice about it. And then you see them in an interview, and they're like, it was a wonderful experience. You're like, what happened?
A couple of the guys from The Wire. From the HBO show. Wow.
Yeah, Dominic.
Totally different in real life. Deep English accents.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman, I never would have known he was British if I didn't hear him talk in an interview. He's always playing,
Yeah, he always plays American, that's right.
Some creepy, drugged-out American cop.
Yeah.
A lieutenant with a bad coke habit. He's Bensonhurst somewhere, and you hear him. He's a polite English gentleman.
A gentleman, yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, going back to Tropic Thunder, what do you think of the special interest groups having a problem with?
Well, I think all comedy is you have to sail close to the wind, and it's having edgy comedy is about being risque, and the target is not the target of that comedy is quite clearly pretentious sort of award-seeking, egotistical American actors,
right?
Who kind of, in some ways, exploit those people to get the awards. That was the kind of target of the joke. That's the satire.
But with that, they yanked down a lot of the promotional material for the movie because it featured the Simple Jack character that Ben Stiller played.
Yeah.
Which was so disappointing. It's like, why do they cater to these people? Why do they fold?
Well, I think it's not a case of because you have to counter the argument rather than just run away. If you just run away and keep quiet, that's like almost a mission of guilt, and I think it's not. I think the movie's totally defendable. So,
are they as bad over there about the humor? Because Americans have become really hypersensitive. I know in England, I think there's certain racial things that are probably like with Muslims, and I mean that's kind of like probably the way black-white is here. But what are like the real sacred cows over there that they really cry if you go after?
I think they're actually not that bothered about religion per se. They tried to make it an offence they tried to make blasphemy an offence. At one point, the government were going to introduce some law whereby you couldn't offend anyone's religion, which would have sort of ended the careers of probably 70% of comedians in Britain. Sacred cows, I guess the kind of Muslim thing people are super paranoid about, because of race relations in Britain. There's a little bit of that, but and I have to say, I mean, you say that Americans kind of maybe you think they're more conservative, but you look at something like South Park. They pretty much go after.
Yeah, but Jimmy brought this to our attention a while ago. If you're a cartoon, you could get away with a hell of a lot more than, let's say, this radio
that's
show.
That's a very good point.
Especially a big money-making cartoon. They flew under the radar for a while and got very popular. And it's hard for a network, especially like Comedy Central, to take on such a successful show. So they get away with it.
That's very true. Very true.
And it can be explained, no matter how heinous their episodes are, and I love them, that they do try to do it. It's done in satire.
It's done in satire.
Yeah.
It's also not mean-spirited. That's the other thing, is where the comedy comes from. If the comedy seems to be peddling hate or it's mean,
then there's a problem.
It's illegitimate. But they always come around and do something.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think the South Park is a good example. I think you can do it in if you create a character that's very strong, you can kind of get away with murder. And I have done that in Britain with Alan Partridge. He might say something which is offensive to women or offensive to some special interest group, and the joke is that he doesn't realize it's being offensive. That the fact that it's offensive is the point of the joke.
Right.
So there's a way of doing it, but you need to establish...
Some people just don't get that. Like, you're goofing on the character that's saying this because it's so preposterous that no one in their right mind that lives in a society, a civilized society, would say this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where the joke is. But you get people that just don't get it, and they just see it on the outside and go, "Oh, wow, he's saying something racist or sexist."
It's almost like you say there's certain things you're just not allowed to speak about, and that's just dumb. In some ways, that makes people encourages fear and people not to talk about kind of issues.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you address kind of like a latent racism, that is the kind of sort of the not the out and out racism, but the kind of subtle, kind of understated racism. And you put that into comedy, it's a way of airing it, and people can go, "Oh yeah, I've seen that," or "Yeah, maybe sometimes that we're all guilty of that kind of racism." So I think it's you can use it in a comedy can be used in a really positive way.
The subtler side of racism, like the little stuff, like a lot of times, like, and I caught myself doing this. Like if black people are walking towards my car, I'll like slam all the locks down and scream and run a red light.
Okay, that is subtle.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's very subtle.
Comedy, for some reason, you can't get away with things you can get away with in other things like drama. You can get away with portraying blatant hate and racism as part of a character, as part of a storyline. But comedy, for some reason, is really they look a little deeper into it, and I don't understand why.
I don't understand why that is either. I think it's because maybe what it is people understand that laughter is incredibly powerful, and if you can get someone, if you want to make a point and you get people laughing, it's kind of like whatever the point you're making is. You kind of won the argument. It's a really powerful thing. If you make you get people laughing about. I mean, even in politics, like the election right now, if you make a kind of a joke about your opponent and get people laughing at that joke, it's incredibly empowering. It's it shows that the guy who makes the joke is the guy in control, and everyone else is laughing.
I remember, Hitler having him just screaming and howling at Nuremberg. Oh, did he have them laughing?
Yeah, they were rolling in the aisles. Yeah.
I bet you, if we think about Hitler, though, there's got to be times where Hitler tried jokes that didn't work.
But, I'm bombing.
He probably tried to go off the cuff once in a while.
Do you know what? I kind of doubt it. With
I kind of doubt it.
I don't know. It could be a German thing. I'll get accused of xenophobia now by saying that Germans aren't absolutely hilarious. And I think they are, but not maybe in the way they intended to be.
Boy, that grudge is still there, isn't it? English-German little grudge.
Well, funnily enough, the English used to get on very well with the Germans before the Second World War. It was the French we traditionally didn't like.
Right.
I think
the common hatred for the French.
We've kind of found our way back into that niche.
Yeah.
Recently with the French.
But it's good to hear.
The French has always been the people who traditionally mistrusted, and the French have mistrusted us and think our food and behaviour is odd, and we think their sense of humour and
sexuality
and
bathing habits and military history.
Yeah. Thank you.
You in 2006, there was a big rumor that you and Courtney Love. I mean, I got to ask about it because it's kind of hot if you were hooking up with her.
Well, the only thing I have to say is whatever she said about me online. Well, first of all, don't believe everything you read online, and also if you're quoting her, I have to say that.
No, I'm not. I actually don't. I don't know where this.
Oh, really? I
don't know what she said.
Oh, really? I would just say anyone who does read anything online that comes from her, I'd say that if you're interested in sort of the veracity of a story, you're supposed to check the credibility of the source. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Check the credibility of the source of the story. Beyond that, I've really nothing to say because if I do, then I'll open the floodgates to a soap opera that may be entertaining to other people but deeply dull to me.
Well, because I didn't read it. Was she bad mouthing you? Because now, but the way you're saying that, it sounds like she might have bad mouthed you. That I didn't hear.
Well, if I enter, we're going to go around circles here because I'm just saying that I'm not going to say anything else about it, and you're asking me a question about it. So,
by the way, this is the wacky part.
Yeah, no, it's good.
This is where we get wacky.
I can feel the joy and the cold sweat simultaneously happening beneath my clothes. So
where were we?
So that's it. That's it.
All right.
That's a no comment.
That's a no comment.
That is a
Well, I'm only asking because this is all I have on.
Jimmy.
No, I'm not even asking.
Go on.
It just says that they filed a 2-week-long fling apparently, and that was it. Although this claim has been dismissed by both parties. That's all. I didn't read that she had written anything bad. So when you said that, of course,
right. If that was the nicest thing that had happened, I'd be full of the joys of spring.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. If you ever had sex with a girl who was known to be whacked out and did a lot of drugs, and she badmouthed you, would you still want to have sex with her?
Hypothetically, probably not. Okay, this is going really well. This is going so well.
We're just kind of chatting. I didn't realize that was such a...
It's obviously...
all those personal things are silly.
Well, look, the British tabloids are notoriously worse than they are here. I mean, and they've been kind of, I guess...
Aside from you.
What? That's not what
teasing,
I like
Jimmy.
them.
Jimmy, I love
that's
them.
That's a great thing, having your cake and eat it. It's like it must be terrible when you then it's just like what when the worst thing a way of doing it is saying you're an asshole. Does it hurt when people say that? You're a jerk. Does it hurt when people say that?
Well, but this thing is this. I'm a comic. Look, my life's an open book. I mean, I've done hookers, the whole 9 yards. So to me, none of it's a big deal. I mean, especially if it's been brought out in the press, none of it. It's all to me. It's just silly. But so I ask about it. But now it's uncomfortable for everybody involved. So let's talk about Elizabeth Shue, who she's in the movie, and how good was her ass in Leaving Las Vegas? How sexy was that scene?
Yeah, she looked very good in that.
Great, yeah.
You don't remember, no?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Yeah, of course. It was fantastic, yeah.
And she dropped some weight. She had a little baby fat on her before that. I think she looked good in Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, she did. She looked pretty good in Hamlet too, as well.
All right, now we're all uncomfortable, and it's kind of awkward.
No, not at all, Jimmy.
I wasn't trying to be awkward. I was just asking...
She was great. I made out with her. It was fun. On screen, not off screen. There was no drugs involved, and we had a good time, and she was funny, and she made fun of herself. She plays herself in the movie, and that was all jolly good. Yeah.
What about what is the worst rumor that the British tabloids have gotten a hold of and ran with that just absolutely wasn't true? That what was the thing that made you the angriest?
that I picked my nose. Yeah, that was the thing that made me the angriest. Yeah.
They have a picture?
Yes, they did.
Were you just scratching?
I was just scratching it, and I was picking it, and that's
booger-eating nose picker.
Yeah.
And
but everyone picks their nose, though. So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
a big deal.
But it was kind of, they caught me doing it in a car in L.A., actually.
Digging deep.
Yeah, they just sort of wired the picture back, so that made me angry.
Okay. Well, as long as I don't accuse you of eating it. Picking is one thing. Eating is a totally different story.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I like the British tabloids because of the nude pictures. That's kind of like, it's kind of a cool thing that they got there. And you don't mind, like, breasts on TV every so often.
That's true, yeah, we're pretty...
And we're all stuck. We're just such a ugh when it comes to that. God forbid. They could show dead bodies on the news when the children are home from school. But a breast, for some reason, is just gonna wipe out the face of the
civilization.
earth. Yeah,
no, the body count can be as high as you like on TV, but you can't show a breast.
And don't get me wrong, I love violence. Oh, do I love violence?
Yes,
on
but
television.
it's nice to balance it with a bit of sex.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to be able to balance it with sex. I mean, what are people primarily looking at on the internet?
They go so well together, like, egg and bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex, violence. Just ask our own... What, we got to go?
Yeah, it's time to go.
I was just saying Pat Duffy. He loves that sex and violence stuff.
I'm sorry I got awkward and uncomfortable.
I like this. I'm going to just let it just...
Awkward and uncomfortable?
A little bit, yeah.
I've been having a grand time.
No, but I can tell he thinks we were kind of out to ask him, but it's just not the truth. I asked him the British tabloids because they're notoriously awful.
I'm not a huge fan of them, but they sell tickets for me, so I'm not too unhappy.
Obviously, it's a sensitive subject that we didn't know. We could say that much. We didn't know we were,
All right, drop it.
Is it a catch-22 though? Is it like a love-hate relationship with them? Because as revolting as they are, they keep you in the spotlight. Like the paparazzi here.
Well, not so great, because I don't think, I think it depends what you're saying. Like, the paparazzi, might put people in the spotlight, but it doesn't help you actually get more people into the theatres. That's more about reviews and stuff like that. People don't look at people in People magazine and go, wow, they're walking out with that, they're stepping out with that girl, I'm going to go see their movie. It doesn't work like that. So, by and large, no. I mean, no, it's not, I think that kind of tabloids are the kind of evil incarnate, yeah. Yeah, kind of evil incarnate. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Steve Coogan, Hamlet 2 opens wide this Friday, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's in theaters now in select places. Here, maybe Los Angeles, a couple of the major cities, but Friday you can see it everywhere. It is getting some really good reviews.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're heading over to XM Satellite Radio. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I love the band. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
right, now the fun begins. It's Opie and Anthony on Sirius XM Radio.
Sirius XM satellite radio.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. Wow, I love the first appearance of Tabloid Jimmy. He sure made one hell of an impression on Coogan. What did Coogan say as soon as the mics went off? I enjoyed the banter.
Yeah, enjoyed the banter.
Well, we got to explain what happened. I guess I heard that Mr. Coogan might have had a bit of a panic attack live on our show today.
Well,
and
talking to Jimmy will do that.
And Jimmy,
Tabloid Jimmy.
On the case.
I'm really in a fucking horrible mood right now, and I'll tell you why. During the interview, because I'm a fan, I like Steve Coogan. Before he came in, he was friends with Owen Wilson, really close friends, and there were rumors circulating that he had been involved with getting Owen drugs. There was just all these rumors that had circulated.
Rumor and speculation.
Yeah.
That Owen Wilson's problems might have started with Steve Coogan.
Right, or have been helped by him.
Exactly.
And
yes.
I can understand why he wouldn't want to go into that, A, because
Sure.
it's his friend, and B, for legal reasons. This
Could
is
be
not,
some legal ramifications.
to me, that's not even a cunty avoid the subject thing. That's one of the ones you have to, you got to kind of avoid.
Right.
Fair enough. So I had no problem with that.
And he rarely does interview Steve Coogan,
Yeah.
by the way, because of that. He doesn't want to deal with that
Well,
crap.
now he won't do any, I bet.
Yeah,
No, but this is why I'm really, really irritated, because I would have avoided that. Because, and again, I like the guy. It's not about getting him in here and douching him. So on the prep, we all get prep sheets. And I read the emails last night, and it was mentioned, the whole tie-in with Owen Wilson. And on the prep sheet, it says, we have a bunch of information. We get one of these beforehand. A little bit about Hamlet 2. A little bit about his life, claiming to have a bad temper, an angry person. And here's what I have about Courtney Love. In August 2005, the News of the World stated that rock star Courtney Love had claimed to be pregnant with Coogan's child, following a 2-week-long fling the pair allegedly had while staying at the same hotel, although this claim has been dismissed by both parties. That's what I have on Courtney Love. Seems kind of innocent. Did he, she's a rock star. Did he bang her? Did he not bang her?
So that's why you went and asked him about Courtney Love, basically. But now...
Nothing about the drug thing.
No,
this
I
is
didn't realize
all just you wanted to know if he fucked Courtney Love. And
I didn't know
how it was.
And again, I'm annoyed at the prep sheet, but I'm also annoyed at myself that I didn't know this. Because it just stopped him in his tracks.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why I said I'm a comic. My life is open. I've gotten hooked. I couldn't understand why it would be a big deal. Well, did you hook up with Courtney or didn't you? I thought that's what they had denied. Maybe they were friends. It had been speculated that they had sex, and they did. Whatever it was. So now I get this sheet. I asked for more information, obviously, because I asked Roland afterwards. I'm like, why did he get mad about that? He goes, well, that was a tie-in to
Owen Wilson.
But
And
who
I'm like,
knew?
I should have. And I'm just annoyed I didn't do my homework. And if we're going to get a prep sheet, and she's going to be mentioned, I just kind of wish that had been on the sheet, even in parentheses, whatever. This is what I have, where this is offline. I don't know where Sam got this. Wilson's drug use was so frequent, it was even the cause of his Memorial Day breakup with Kate Hudson. And his friends are placing the blame squarely on Wilson's newfound best buddy, British actor Steve Coogan. And this is what I went through it with Steve, Coogan's former girlfriend, rocker Courtney Love, told us.
Oops.
I was just at a rehab, and he was right there with the drugs. I tried to warn Owen. I tried to warn his friends. I hope from the bottom of my heart that Owen stays the hell away from that guy.
Wow, okay, so...
That's why when I said, well, what did she say? He was like,
panicked.
I'm not answering another question. That's what that was about. So he wasn't being a douchebag, but I was getting angry at myself. I'm like, why is he being a dick when I'm really not? But
There are two Courtney Love stories here. One is the story of him having sex with her for 2 weeks, the pregnancy, that. And then the other one is this Owen Wilson drug thing. He must have thought you meant that.
Of course he did.
Of course he
and
did.
that's why I was kind of, I was just whatever. So I'm not, look, I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed at the way it was put on the prep sheet, and I'm also annoyed at myself.
And by the way, continuing with the Owen Wilson thing, Kate Hudson banned Coogan from Wilson's house while they were dating. She knew he was bad, said a source.
Wow.
And look,
seems so gentlemanly.
The bottom line is this: any type of accusations like hey, you're coming to America, you want to make films and all that stuff, and And he's one of the biggest stars in the country, Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And then you're accused of fucking giving him drugs that make him almost kill. That could be a bad thing.
It could
to have
be
on your head. So you probably want to avoid that, and that's fine. But I'm really annoyed that the pregnancy thing.
Cancel all my fucking interviews.
Yeah, you're not going to hear from him anytime soon. His face, he was in a panic mode, it looked like. A little bit of a panic attack.
Yeah.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, I love the faithful listeners that understand this show in and out. Line of the day was Ope hitting the exit theme 7 minutes early.
Yeah, I noticed that, too.
Fan-fucking-tastic, sir.
Because I'm glad you did that.
And everyone's looking like, wow, the show's over? Yeah. We had so much
show's
time
over.
left.
I could feel myself getting so aggravated.
I should have let it go, to be honest with you.
But I was also getting aggravated at myself because, I wasn't. And I'm actually glad in hindsight I didn't, because now I know what it was about.
Yeah.
But I was like, you have to be attacking this person. Why is he? I should be attacking this person for not. And I'm glad. Again, I'm really glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Courtney Love
No, I
/
didn't
Owen
either.
Wilson tie-in myself.
I don't follow
'Cause
that shit. So
right
I
after-
asked an innocent question about the tabloids. Like,
Well-
what's the worst rumor they ever made up? All right, let's just
Yeah.
shit on them for a little bit. That's all that was about.
Right after the show, I apologized to Jimmy. I'm like, Jimmy, I'm kind of out of it today. I wish I was there with you, because I would have went. I basically told Jimmy I would have went after him too, because it was such a weird, just answer the dumb question. Who cares? But now that you have more info, then you understand where he was in this whole thing.
Yeah, and I mean,
especially because I don't know. I mean, we got to play the game a little differently these days. And when someone goes, look, you get Steve Coogan on the show, but he would appreciate it if you didn't mention Owen Wilson. We kind of gave our word, and we're pretty good with our word.
And I didn't mind not mentioning it because of the obvious reasons. It's this again.
Yeah,
that's,
he's
that's
not going to
a-
want to talk about something that could get him in trouble legally.
Yeah, that's not
that.
that's not a celebrity being a pussy. That's just common sense. So whatever. I was really mad at myself, and I'm just annoyed that it seems so innocent.
Don't beat yourself up,
Yeah,
sweetie.
But I also, on the other side, don't want a guy who I like, just as a performer, to think that I fucking brought him in like some fucking cunty radio guy to go, oh, let's ask the big question.
Yeah.
And just know you're not going to get an answer and just try to fuck with a guy. That also irritates me.
I like when we lead some of these guys to the slaughterhouse.
I'm Ted, the uncomfortable interview
I
guy.
just wish I would have known. I'm Ted and I don't know what I'm doing. I should just get my picture taken and stop trying to be an equal.
You did get your picture and autograph, though.
Yes, you did. What a ballsy move.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Get him all sweating. I got to see that picture of you shaking and sweating.
What did he say after the show? He
told
ran out
him
of the studio.
I still didn't
I didn't
know
really
by
get
that
to say
point.
goodbye to the guy.
I still didn't know by that point.
Right.
So I said to him when he walked out, I'm like, dude, I wasn't trying to sandbag you. I thought maybe something weird happened in a relationship with Courtney Love. So that's all that was about. I'm like, I wasn't trying to sandbag you. He was just really quiet. He didn't say anything dicky.
Yeah.
He signed the DVD. He was cool
Too
about it.
asshole.
No, he wasn't a dick. He was fine. But I think on some level he probably knows that it wasn't intentional. At least I hope he does.
Yeah.
Because if it was intentional, I would have fucking been a prick about it.
Yeah.
But I was like, why is this uncomfortable? Like, I couldn't get why it was.
Well, there you have it. I mean,
Now we
there's-
can.
They've said some bad things about Mr. Coogan.
Yeah, which is again, for anyone in Hollywood to blame anyone else
Yeah.
for them partying is fucking ludicrous.
Sure.
Anybody who's partying, and I'm as me as a recovering addict, you party because you want to party. That's it.
I'm also mad, Jimmy. I'm mad that I started the Rage music
Nah, well.
right when it was getting really good.
Oh, I couldn't have been happier. When that music kicked in, I was like, thank you, Jesus.
I really was debating in my head. It was like the devil
Oh.
and the angel were on my shoulders. I'm like, do I hit it?
Oh, this is
no,
good.
don't hit this.
Because he was having a good time before that. He's a whatever, but he seemed to be enjoying himself. But that, I could just see the vibe completely change and get completely uncomfortable. Yeah, man.
Hey, by the way, we got people, because you're good at the interview, Jimmy. Tim H. from
I'm
Columbus.
not good at the interview. I
Well,
suck.
that's what I'm getting at.
I
Tim
know.
H. from Columbus, Ohio writes, Jimmy's interview with Eric Clapton. So, Eric, how's your son doing these days?
Oh, no.
Dude, I did that with Gene Simmons the first time he was in. I'm like,
What did you
how
say
is
about-
Star Stowe? And you laughed because you thought because the name was so weird. You thought I was joking.
Yeah.
Star Stowe was a Playboy playmate, very sexy, who he did a chopper photos shoot with. It was in the 70s, a really famous Gene Simmons shoot, for Kiss fans.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was rumors that they were having sex, and she was so hot. And when you laughed when I said, "How's Star Stowe?" because you didn't know she was a person. And then he goes, "That's not funny. She died." So I asked the question, meaning it sincerely.
Yeah.
Because you said to me, "How come you're not asking Gene any questions?" He's one of
Opie
your
laughs.
idols. Laughs, thinks I'm kidding. Gene thinks that we're laughing at the girl.
Yeah.
It's like I am just.
Fuck her.
Can we get that? I
Well,
don't
no, it was
remember.
his friend.
Nah, who cares?
Dude,
Gene
I don't even
Simmons
remember
is a
this.
douche.
Can we try to find that? One of the guys, could they find that? Because now I got to hear that.
Well, he talked about her, but it was just a laugh because he goes, "Well, that's not funny."
Right. I don't remember.
I do vividly.
I think I was laughing because that's all you had for your hero.
You're probably right.
And he thought, okay, now I get it. And he thought I was laughing because, we're sick fucks. Chris Rabb writes, "Wow, Jim, you're having an odd day. Good luck, bro. Love you, man." Get Greg out of the studio. Yeah, I really should have let that just sit there.
Because honestly, and again,
he kind of. I got to
so
be honest.
glad.
He kind of scared me. That guy.
Alan. I mean,
What's scary about him?
Fucking,
I don't know.
Did you think he was going to give you drugs?
Yeah.
Dude, he's funny, man.
I got a weakness.
His fucking show is funny.
Yeah.
Funny, man. It's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. Alan Partridge Show is hilarious.
There was something about his eyes.
Then he must be a good actor.
There was something about his eyes that kind of scared me.
Very dry.
There's some anger in those eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's something going on in those eyes.
The dry English thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can transcend it.
Yeah.
Others, they just, stay on that dry thing. You can't interview them. It's very hard. It's like pulling teeth, as they say.
Well, again,
Or
sometimes
knocking them down their throat like Jimmy does.
it wasn't intentional. Though.
Jimmy, I know. I'm just teasing
I know.
with you.
I would almost, if it was, that would be fine. But I hate that I was unprepared for something. I didn't know something.
Why should you hate that on this day as opposed to every day we're in here?
John Thompson from New York writes, "You realize you're insulting a fucking genius. He had nothing to do with Owen Wilson being a faggot." We don't know if Owen Wilson was a faggot.
I think Owen Wilson's gay.
I don't think he's gay. He's always with chicks.
Mm-hmm.
I just, you know what it was? It was that Philippe Petit, whatever the fuck his name is.
Philippe Petit.
Afterwards, I was annoyed at myself because I like the guy, and I'm kind of annoyed at myself because I give people I like way too much leeway. In this case, I'm glad it happened that way because I would have felt like a complete cunt afterwards if I had gone after a guy and that's what it was about. I would have felt like a total jerk off.
So who do we blame for the prep sheet?
Sam made it up.
Primetime Sam
but again,
Roberts.
Oh,
he did in an email
boy.
mention that. So it's not like he didn't mention it. It did mention in an email. The prep sheet, that last part of the prep sheet was fucking stupid. But he did send an email, so I'm not going to say he didn't because he did. I didn't realize it was a link. I should have checked it.
Oops.
Yeah, but again,
I blame Primetime Sam Roberts.
for the prep sheet. Whoever wrote it,
Yeah.
who wrote it up, it was shit. The
Prime
last
time.
one,
Prime
but the
time.
email was handled properly, and that's my fault.
Prime time.
Primetime.
And me being the one talking on the air, it's ultimately my responsibility to fucking know that. Can you picture fucking Charlie Rose not knowing that? And no, I don't want to be Charlie Rose, you fucking cunts on message boards. I'm only saying that anytime you're talking to somebody,
Yeah.
you should know what you're talking about. And I'm aggravated that I didn't.
Well, I think probably right there today blew your chance for the Edward R. Murrow Award.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting it this year.
The Edward fucking R. Norton Award. Fucking belong where I belong. Bunch of fucking liquid shit and sewage floating by. I'm just annoyed.
There was a weird vibe with him as soon as he came in.
Yeah,
too.
maybe.
Yeah,
He seemed a little uncomfortable.
We've been rocking with the interviews lately. That one was just a weird one. That was our first weird one in a while.
But he was laughing and getting it seemed like he probably expected a morning zoo crew.
Yeah,
nutty
that's what I
stuff.
think he did.
Well, who said that we were wacky?
Someone might have told that's
probably
a wacky
Roland.
show. We were
Probably
kind of
Roland.
just talking, getting into it, and then he's probably like, "All right, what's the vibe here?" And there's guys walking in, taking pictures. It's a weird atmosphere to walk into. It's not like when you do an interview and it's just one guy and you.
Yeah.
When you walk in with what you would think would be a morning zoo because you don't know, and there's a bunch of guys just kind of seriously asking questions. You probably
Yes,
like,
yes, sir. Yeah,
So,
freaks you out a little bit.
Yeah, I was really irritated, and I know because I've been in different radio shows and been interviewed, so I know what's comfortable and what's not. So I wouldn't fucking whatever. Man.
That was not.
No, it was very uncomfortable. But I'm annoyed that I fucking with that French fucking tightroper. He was being cunty about we didn't know his name or whatever, and I should have hit him for being cunty. But I honestly didn't recognize him. Like, oh, that's just who he is. Then afterwards, I'm like, oh, yeah, he was being a douche. The Philippe Petit, and I should have fucking addressed that. I'm not afraid to have confrontation. I've had confrontation with
No,
people.
we've
It's not
seen it
about
before.
I love confrontation.
It's
We've
not
seen
about
it before.
that.
I live for confrontation.
I tend to be
goes
more
nuts.
confrontational with fucking larger people who I think are trying to fucking alpha male me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just whatever, man. Fucking disgusted with
But
myself.
how do you really feel, Jimmy? I'm not really sure.
Disgusted
Don't
with
you beat
myself.
yourself up.
Disgusted with myself.
You do. You bring your A game once a month to this show. And no, it's
And the rest it's a
every
mediocre C+.
day. Every day.
All
And
right.
then something happens in one interview because of a mix-up in paperwork, and you're going to beat yourself up. I won't allow it, young man. I won't allow it.
This just made it look like the two had because I was having internet trouble anyway yesterday, which again had nothing to do with me not reading that email or not going to a link. But
Weren't you voted best interviewing boy?
I was, but it was between me and a guy whose voice box had been torn out by a pit bull. So he would just sign questions to people who didn't speak that. Hey, what were those emails we got? Did they say that Courtney had accused him of being responsible for Owen Wilson?
I would assume that would have been in the thing. I didn't
Did they, Denny?
open the link.
I don't have. You didn't send it to me.
Moron Steve Coogan.
Moron. Don't call him a moron.
Went
through enough today.
Promoting Hamlet 2, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Alan Partridge, blah, blah, blah.
Interesting email.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you're looking at the
Blah,
email.
blah,
Okay,
blah.
good.
I'm getting there. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Angst, angry, blah, 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 blah.
Think he's got that temper thing?
Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Maybe you should have read the email last night.
Oh,
I just glanced at it. I should've.
jeepers.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
jeez, Margie.
In August 2005, the News of the World stated that rock star Courtney Love had claimed to be pregnant with Coogan's child following a 2-week-long fling the pair allegedly had while staying at the same hotel, although this claim has been dismissed by both parties. Now, that was on the prep sheet.
Yes.
Then the next, Sam Roberts sent an email literally a minute later. Roland has said bringing this up would be a bad idea because he's seen other interviews go bad, and he says Coogan will just deny it as not true and close off. But I should at least mention it. When the Luke Wilson suicide thing came out, people said his drug use was because he started hanging out with Steve Coogan. Here's the link.
So I read that. That's what I read.
Again, Roland really advises not to talk about it. Hence, it's not on the one sheet, but there it is. So I do believe Sam thinks that's two different stories.
Yes. That's, to me...
That's how I read that. Because he put the Courtney Love in like, that's okay, but this isn't the Owen Wilson thing.
Right. So if I didn't go to the links, I read the emails. I mean, I'm answering a lot of the emails and reading them. But if you're just reading the emails, to me, that might have just went to a video link or whatever. Usually that, this is what you said about the Owen Wilson thing.
Now, Sam Roberts, be honest. Did you think that was two different stories?
No, I could see. In hindsight, I should have, in the email
What
said...
is a hindsight?
It's when you look back and you have the knowledge of what happens, but you can look back then and go, oh, if only I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. I should have specifically said there was a connection, but I knew that if I didn't say that there was a possible relationship between him and Courtney Love, that people would have said, why didn't we know?
Shut the fuck up.
If you didn't know the other thing, you would have said that too.
Because there was no way to mention this without him thinking we were going there. And again, this
is two different Courtney Love stories.
Exactly.
She claimed that he got her pregnant.
Yeah.
Right.
And she also claimed separately that he had something to do with Owen Wilson's drug problem.
Yeah. No wonder he wouldn't want to talk about her.
Sure.
It's all,
he pretty
She's a
much
tattletale.
He pretty much doesn't acknowledge the Courtney name at this point.
No.
Let's say hi to Matt on Long Island. Did we find the Gene Simmons thing yet? Are we still looking, or did we give up looking? Gave up looking? Good. No problem. It's not like the new bosses are listening.
Is anybody
Matt on
looking
Long
for-
Island, what's up?
Hold on. Is anybody looking for the Gene Simmons? E-Rock. Who's looking for it? Okay. Go find it.
Matt on Long Island.
Hey, Jim, you're a great interviewer. You remember the time you interviewed the guys from X-Files and you asked them about the off-Broadway work?
I am the fucking worst.
That was funny. I got to give you that one.
One of the greatest uncomfortable moments ever. I'm like, is he asking him about his acting skills?
Yes, it's Chris Carter.
Chris Carter, right.
Was the creator and...
Jim, that was a funny one, though.
On the off season.
Sorry, but that
So Mulder on the off season.
He thought he was talking to Mulder.
Or I could call him Scully.
Did you really think you were talking to Mulder? Be honest.
I thought that I didn't know the names, but I thought that they were two of the stars.
Like the main guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
basically.
and I figured Duchovny must be one of the other guys.
Sure.
I figured we got these two, and then there's Duchovny. I don't know who the fuck they are. I still, is he Scully or Mulder? I don't even know. I don't know.
Duchovny?
Yeah.
Mulder.
I've certainly have made my faux pas. Anthony's the only one perfect in this trio.
Yeah, thank God,
But
right?
I've
Never
made my
have a
faux-
trip up.
I acknowledge I make some good faux pas, but I enjoy when someone else faux pas.
Am I the worst?
I enjoy when someone else
Jimmy.
faux pas.
I'm such a fucking... Yeah, but you know what? I'm caught between... In this one, I should have known better, but I'm still annoyed at myself with that Philip Petit interview for not addressing the fact that he was being fucking cunty.
How was he being cunty?
He just was... It wasn't...
We
again,
said his name. I'll tell you. I remember. And Jimmy and I, you weren't there that day,
No,
right?
I was out.
Oh.
Jimmy and I, we were big fans of this guy, and I even when I said Philippe Petit, and he corrected me. Most people say Philip Petit, so I purposely was trying to say his name right. So I said Philippe Petit.
And what did he say?
When he corrected us, dude, the nuance was so slight. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And at that point, I'm like, why aren't we ripping this guy's voice box out of his throat?
What was it, like Philippe?
Something so subtle that only the French would
him.
know. Only the French listeners,
Fall off a
all
building.
5 of them would have known that we mispronounced this douche's name. And to this day, I'm pissed that we didn't go after this guy.
I am too. I am too. I'm mad at myself. And again, I asked him about Alan Robert, who's the
right?
guy who climbs. I'm like, well, just ask him about another guy. And he was like, well, I don't know him. Just being a little faggot. And I should like, you're lying. You do know him.
Because he's French.
I'm really mad that I didn't address that cuntiness.
Oh, look at Obama. It's a big ass.
What?
What's her name?
She got a nice
Michelle
ass,
Obama.
Michelle Obama has a nice ass.
She has an ass that is just... She's wearing a dress, too, so that goes in a little further by the bottom of the leg, where the leg meets ass.
That's a nice ass.
She's got a big ass. Junk in the trunk.
Did you say...
Tap daddy.
Where's my song, Danny? Come on.
Oh, no. What'd you do?
Yeah. Don't go beating yourself up, Jimmy.
I'm disgusted with myself right now. I can't.
Don't
I
go
can't
changing
tell you.
to try to please me.
That's all right, because we're
I love you just the way you are.
It's all right, because we're all disgusted with you.
You should be.
Aw.
Well, I certainly am.
No.
It's warranted.
No.
Fucking fanboy faggot I am, and unprepared to boot. Be one or the other.
Unprepared fanboy.
Jesus Christ!
But you got your picture and your autograph,
But
my friend.
I really do. The guy's show, the
Put it
Al
right up
Parker's
next to-
character is fucking brilliant. I mean, it really is hilariously a funny show.
Are you going to put your Coogan picture right next to your Madonna picture after you trashed her? But
Nah.
we
The
learned that
wall
you
of
have
hate.
I don't hate him. I'm not even annoyed at him. I'm annoyed at me.
know. But we learned that you hate Madonna, but you have an autographed picture of her up in your apartment.
I really do. I really.
And she's right next to Derek Jeter, who you also hate, right?
The wall of hate.
Right, I love that.
It's either Jimmy hates them or they hate Jimmy now. Oh, Jimmy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, man.
No.
And this is not about him. I'm glad it went the way it did because it could have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, I want an up top for that. No more Mr. Nice Guy for you.
It's a
Up
little
top.
far.
There you go, up top. I'm with Jimmy. No more Mr. Nice Guys.
You?
Yeah, I've been too nice lately.
Really? Oof. No one's going to want to come in here.
I must be sick today though, because I was like, man, I should have let that happen today.
It was. You know what bugs me? It
I was
was
gonna
with
go
a guy-
ask him about Owen.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
can I tell you something? I was there. I was so aggravated not realizing the tie-in
Yeah.
that I was there, and I'm really glad I didn't do it because I would have felt like such a jerk off, like reading, like finding out all the facts afterwards.
Yeah.
Wait, someone is reminding us of another interview you did. I don't remember
I
this
just
one.
Suck, man.
Can we get a montage of Jimmy moments? Jimmy interview moments?
It's got to have the dress about the dress. When
dress,
you got
the
the
dress.
dress at the mall, something with a dress.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Faggot.
So we all have our great
so Mr.
interview
Coogan.
moments where we just suck a big fucking hairy hog.
Yeah, but I have
Cougas.
nothing but those.
Mr. Coogan, something about the drugs. The drugs, there was something about drugs.
Owen, the
something
drugs.
Pittsburgh.
And that's
check it
why
out.
he sarcastically said when I asked about Elizabeth Shue, "Oh yeah, we were doing drugs." Like I guess he was just being sarcastic because he figured that's the road we were going down.
Yeah. Why didn't we go? We should have went all in. We were slight in at that point. You
didn't
might as
know.
well go in, all in.
Didn't know.
I'll tell you why. I
Oh,
didn't-
does this have something to do with the Owen Wilson thing? What was that about again?
Because we just meant, or Jimmy just meant, the sex
Yeah.
with Courtney, not the fact that she said that you just about killed Owen Wilson. Holy shit.
Damn. Let's say hi to Mike in Pittsburgh.
Mike?
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Do you remember that mundane interview you did with Craig's from Craigslist and how...
Oh, hold on, can I slow you down? That always makes us feel good when you hear... Remember that mundane interview?
That mundane interview.
That we had to sit through out here in Radioland?
I thought he just remembered what day of the week we did it and said that Monday interview.
Right.
I didn't think we were being insulted.
All right, yes, I sort of remember that mundane interview with the guy that started Craigslist, yes.
Yes, and you kept calling him fag under his breath, and Anthony had to get louder and louder to cover up Opie's insults.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I've done that for many years.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing at all. Good job, Opie.
Well, because he was being such a dick that day. I'm like, all right, I'll show you, dick.
Exactly. Prostitution is what we come there for, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Oh, that's what it was all about. He was so downplaying the whole don't even call it prostitution, the using Craigslist to hook up angle. He was like, oh, it's a great place to go to get furniture and an apartment. I'm like, all right. But what about the sex thing? It's like, that is a very small part of what we're about. That's right. Thank you for the reminder there, Mike.
He probably has to say that because otherwise he's knowingly let prostitution go on his...
All right. Can we get the boys together to do Uncomfortable Interview Day? When can we get that together? Just pieces, not the whole interview, but just Uncomfortable Interview Day.
And by the way, the Gene Simmons interview was in 2001.
What?
We're
going way back.
That was the first
NEW.
NEW. Oh, yeah, that's where that happened.
Oh, well, now E-Rock knows where to look.
Tippy Tom was in that day.
Jeez, I don't remember.
Singing.
It's definitely a good show, then.
Yep.
Tippy Tom,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
People say you do a good Osborne interview, though, Jimmy. Perfect every time.
I'm just a fanboy.
Perfect every time.
I get nothing out of people, which is fine. That's not what my job is, but then I shouldn't talk to them. It's fucking. I'm really, for real. I'm just disgusted with myself right now, and I should be. 40 years old, like a faggot with a fucking camera.
You are so tough on
But
yourself.
accurate.
Yeah,
but I'm accurate.
No,
the
you're
most
too
accurate
tough on
person I
yourself.
know.
He's too tough on himself.
No, the most accurate person I know.
But I really
Jesus.
am. I am. I fucking. I'm good to myself and I deserve it, and I'm fucking harsh on myself and I deserve that.
I got a song for you.
All right.
Coin City yourself at home.
That did cheer me up a little.
When are we going to
What a
have
British
her sing
accent
that
that is.
live?
Been singing that all night.
Yeah, we need a montage. People they're requesting montage of uncomfortable interviewing.
Oh,
moments.
yeah, we need that. We've all had them, so we could just pull them out. It doesn't have to be strictly one person. Jim Norton. We could, we've all had them.
We all have our weird techniques.
Oh, of course.
You like to ask questions with both your hands on your chin. So, like this, Anthony's
Is that
position.
me?
Yeah, because you.
Do I do this?
Well,
it
you
doesn't
get-
feel familiar.
No, it sounds like you're doing that.
Yeah?
You get fanboy-ish.
Oh, no, when girls come in here, it's a total fucking write-off for me. I lose my mind.
You forget that you're doing a radio show with others.
I can't, like, ask real questions and stuff. They're all goofy, and I giggle like a chick. And my voice gets all high when I talk to girls that I, like in movies.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking faggot.
No.
Not right.
Let's say hi to Ben in Arizona. Ben. Ben.
Yes.
What's up?
Hey.
I just wanted to point out one of Anthony's little faux pas when he fell asleep interviewing Drew Curtis from Fark.com.
Oh, was that when he was in?
Yeah.
All right.
Hasn't been back since, by the way.
Wow.
Good friend of the show, and that,
All of a sudden, Anthony turned into the other million people that were listening. Not exactly a ball of energy. Fucking,
I don't think that's...
I like the site, but Jesus,
I don't think that's good for the resume. And they tend to fall asleep as you're interviewing them. Hey, I want to do that show where the host could possibly fall asleep in the middle of the interview.
Who makes up the headlines over there at Fark?
Yeah, but you know what, man? You'll at least call people out. Like, and in that case, I don't think he should. Again, belaboring a dead point, but now that I know the whole picture.
Yeah.
But like when Starr came in,
I fucking went after
You
him.
really did.
Fuck
and,
that
and it
asshole.
stopped him from doing that. Like, he was being a dick at first, because I think he mistook us being
Dude.
nice to him as being fucking like oh, we're in awe of you. No.
He walked in and said, "Kiss the ring." And
Yeah.
basically what he was trying to say is, I have now officially done the craziest thing in radio. Kiss the ring. I go, kiss my ass.
Well, you called him out for being... And then he was
We've
fine.
all-
Now,
we've all done the call out.
Yeah, but you on that one, you really called him out. And
oh, yeah, I did play German speeches once. Whatever.
Oh, right. With the guy from Hogan's Heroes. Robert Cleary?
Clary. Something like that.
What about the that porno girl that was in Deep Throat? We started playing the porno music over her sister's phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
To raise money
right.
for her funeral.
She was
like that.
dead. It was Linda Lovelace.
Yeah, that's right.
She had done Deep Throat, the movie, and regretted it her entire life. She dies. We get Linda Lovelace's sister on the phone to talk about raising money for a funeral because she died broke. And Opie starts playing porno music behind her sister fucking
and just
talking.
asking all questions about Deep Throat.
Oh, God, that was a bad one. Wow, that could be worse than playing the Hitler clips over
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Robert Clary's interview.
My favorite ever, though, as where I sit, I'm sure we all have our favorites. And you were lucky enough not to be part of it, Ed. The Ed Asner interview is still one of my
Oh,
favorites.
yeah. Yeah, I heard it. I heard the clips of it, or the replay of it. Yeah, I was busy playing poker.
Me and Joe Rogan and Jimmy, you were playing poker.
Steve the Whistler was a good one, too. Fuck.
I see that.
God, did he just get...
I see that whistling douche in my neighborhood all the time.
Do you?
Yep.
Does he whistle as he walks down the
Yes,
street?
he does.
What about...
Shut up with your whistling.
I remember there was a pretty lengthy silent game with Mr. DVD where he kept calling back.
Oh, yes, Mr. DVD was
6
another
times, I think.
horrific interview. What's her name from Laverne and Shirley?
Cindy Williams.
Cindy Williams.
Travis reminded me of the toothpick guy that came up here. That
Toothpick guy.
That's
See, we've had some really horrific moments.
Toothpick guy is one of my biggest disappointments ever. I wanted to smash that toothpick.
smash
thing
his
so
toothpick,
bad, and I just couldn't get him to hand it over to me.
Yeah.
And then we spilled mustard on the Asian guy as he was coming into the
Oops,
building.
what's this wee shit?
The guy that had to walk in the building with mustard all over his hair and his suit. He didn't know where it came from.
Probably thought a big giant fucking Duffy bird shit on him.
We got away with that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to find out.
Oh, he certainly was.
Yes. You're right, Jimmy. We're trying to make you feel good.
Oh, yeah,
we're talking about other moments.
Oh,
you
no,
see
but
what happens?
I'm just, no matter what happens, we've all been douches, but I'm just really just disgusted with myself in that area.
You had your Chris Jericho moment. That was right up there,
dude,
man.
It's
that
not
was
even-
right up there.
That was a good one.
Guys like that are bigger than me, for some reason, I'm more comfortable having confrontation with. I
Because
don't
you're
know.
a tough guy.
And it's not that though at all.
Oh,
Guy
yeah.
could have murdered me.
Yeah,
It's
Jimmy's
not
a
about-
tough guy in front of a microphone.
I don't know. I don't get like ever try to physical with them.
No. You fucking berate them with your wit.
I just tend to
and
get
your-
very defensive if I feel
Yeah.
like someone is trying to use their size over me.
Mhm.
I don't know why it's that way. Like, why would I be confrontational with him or with the Pen the first time he was in? Like, I don't know. I'm just annoyed at myself for my inconsistency. I really am. It was a bad interview. It was an uncomfortable interview, and I'm just mad at the way I did it.
You're only human.
I know. I am.
Yeah. The TMZ kid is reminding me of the, of course, Richard Jenny interview.
Oh.
But someone else is reminding us about one of Jimmy's greatest interviewing moments, the first Ramon bit when we were talking to one man Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
Oh, one man Star Wars guy.
We were so awkward as he was doing his thing.
Boy, have we had some real shit on this show.
Can we get some of these? I want to play some of these.
Yeah.
Like
or at
just
least
some of these
fun
uncomfortable moments.
Just
yeah.
a moment or two.
Yeah, a couple moments would be good.
Yeah.
Jeff Ross on the next Dancing with Stars. I heard about that.
And that's legit?
Yeah, completely. I read that too. Good for Jeff, man.
'Cause
He's really fucking. That's a big thing, man.
That show is. We hate it, but that show is massive.
But he's got a bum hip.
Massive.
He's got a bum hip, and he doesn't seem the dancing type to me.
We should get him on the phone and see what that's about. I think Kim Kardashian is going to be one of the cast members, too.
I am.
Yep.
With that ace. Yep. She got some junk in the trunk.
Yep. Jesse Ventura, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That for some reason,
one of your greatest moments.
Under those circumstances, I'm fine.
He took on an ex-Marine that basically said, don't sleep because you'll be dead.
Navy SEAL.
You got to sleep sometime. Let's remember that, Jimmy.
Under but I'm not. Under those circumstances, I'm actually. When it's a heated debate about something or an argument, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But it just in like this situation or the French situation, I'm shit.
Hey,
not as a person, but as an on-air person.
Well, that's debatable. But
poor Jimmy.
No, believe, dude, 100% I'm agree.
Beating himself up.
But accurately, not for pity, but because I really am thinking that.
Chester's liver is reminding us, and I don't remember this one, the speed reading interview or the speed reader interview.
I kind of remember that.
What was bad about that one? What did we do wrong with that one?
I think the pages were coming out of the book. Not sure.
Chester's liver, you got to help me out. I don't remember that one. The speed reader interview is a classic too. Why? Oh, the first time The Rock was on the show, yeah, it was really uncomfortable.
Oh, that was.
The Leslie Nielsen interview, but that should have got more legs. Oh, the Tucker Max interview, which got some coverage recently on Gawker.com.
Yeah, they did just mention that on Gawker. Someone else was.
That
was
fucking
about
Tucker
that.
Max with his fake stories, and he's becoming huge because of it. They might even be making a movie out of that book of his that is full of so many lies, in our humble opinion, and we called him out on it on our show.
It was really weird because that moment we all realized at the same time, 'cause we were all completely with the guy. We were rolling, enjoying him very much. And then when you kind of feel like you're not in on it, like he's really talking to us like we're fucking dummies and we're going to believe this.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Then you got to turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burp.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are just saying, Jimmy, don't beat yourself up.
No, I should, and I'll continue to because it's accurate.
No.
I'm not beating myself up like, I don't have talent, I'm not a funny guy. But in this one, my self-disgust is deserved.
Yeah. Tommy Lee, of course. Yeah, that was a solid moment.
Yeah.
We showed him. He's massively huge, and we're still fucking doing radio.
Hey, though.
We show these people in the end, don't we, Ann?
Yes, we do.
Remember when we told The Rock that we'll be more famous than him? Yeah, that worked out for us, didn't it?
You didn't really say that, did you?
Oh, yeah. Something like that. It got so ugly with The Rock. I'm like, you're just like one of these... I don't remember exactly, but basically it was like, you're a wrestler. You're going to come and go. We'll always be more famous than you. We're such fucking cocky assholes. And boy, that worked out, huh, Ant?
Oh, always.
I think he's starring in his 7th blockbuster movie.
Yeah, it's never going to work.
And we lost another 3 markets overnight.
Wonderful.
That shit
Just
may have sailed.
barreling towards success.
We're just assholes.
Oh.
We actually told The Rock what was up.
Yeah.
You're doing that Q wrestling thing. This is where it's at, my friend.
Yeah, you keep doing that. Injure yourself. You'll never get anywhere.
Could you find what I said to The Rock? All right, we found the Gene Simmons thing, Jimmy. So this goes back to 2001. Was this the first time that you interviewed Gene Simmons?
Yep.
Because Ann and I, early on in our NEW career, we were lucky to have the entire band in, and you want to talk about uncomfortable, we were freaking the fuck out. And this was a little later down the road, a couple years later. Jimmy's now doing our show. And we're laughing at Jimmy because, like, Jimmy, your hero's here. You haven't said shit. And this is how it went down.
Mm-hmm. Gene, thank you.
Had a ball.
This has been a pleasure, especially for Norton, who said nothing.
Norton, come on, say something.
I was just very happy to
One
sit next to you.
question.
What can I ask him?
Can I push in your cheeks?
You've been a fan for over 25 years.
Yeah,
one question.
we met, and I want to get a picture.
There's not one question you want to ask him. Something
do you
that he
still
can
talk
answer.
to Star Stowe?
It's not even funny. Star Stowe passed away.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Great question.
Well, that's the one name I remember from the
Jesus.
70s.
Star Stowe was a beautiful playmate. in 70-something. She was
Just ruined it.
gorgeous.
She's never gonna come back now.
But she had a wonderful life, and unfortunately, it didn't last long enough. I'm sorry to say.
She was the girl from the, I think, the Chopper poster.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Beautiful, nice human being, innocent.
All right.
Thanks for bringing the show down, Norton.
That's the only name I could think of.
Oh, good job.
God, do I suck? I remember that you laughed in that, but you didn't. He just thought I was kidding.
Who was laughing like during the whole thing? Was that just you now,
'cause
or
it's just hilarious? Yeah, that I added the laugh today. I couldn't help it.
She's dead.
She's
Passed away.
She's dead.
Shut up, Gene. Had enough of Gene Simmons, for the love of God.
And he came back though. Over and
Of course he will.
over and over.
If he's got something to plug, he'll be
again.
back. Ugh. Douche. Well,
Should we take a break?
if somebody's got to piss or eat.
Why was the Donna D'Erico or D'Erico interview uncomfortable? You guys got to help us out because we got memories like goldfish here.
Remember that?
I don't
No.
and Chester's liver didn't help me out yet. Why was the Speed Reader interview uncomfortable? I don't remember any of these. All right, we'll find out the answers to those two questions, and we'll do other stuff after the break. Dweezler on instant feedback, Anthony. They
Yes.
remember one of your uncomfortable moments.
What did I did?
How about when Ant asked Cal Ripken Jr. about Kevin Costner?
Ah, see, because I didn't know about that situation.
That was you, my friend.
And someone brought up, why don't we bring up the Kevin Costner thing? And I was like, I had no idea what it was. So I was like, hey, what's with the Kevin Costner thing?
There was a real strong rumor that Cal Ripken Jr. found out that Kevin Costner may have been with Cal's wife, and he was in the middle of a fine hitting streak or a games played streak,
Garrick streak, yeah.
where they decided to make believe the lights weren't working at the stadium, so he could actually go home and see what the hell was going on.
Right.
That was the rumor, and Snopes said no to that rumor.
Yes.
Snopes said that's not true, but he doesn't want to talk about it whatsoever, and you brought it up to Cal Ripken Jr.
Whoopsie.
The great Cal Ripken
How the
Jr.
I'm supposed to know about goddamn Kevin Costner and Cal Ripken.
Mm.
I didn't think it was some kind of a seedy little, love triangle rumor.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know?
All right.
It's so cold in the D. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on the niggas' mind? Working and doing time. It's so cold in the D. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on the niggas' mind? Working and doing time. Mason, he was like a brother to me. Shit, we all used to slang. Blades from trees, playing, drinking games and shit. Always in the big thing.
This is an exclusive, by the way. This is the music Obama's coming out to on, what, Thursday? Yeah.
Yeah, is it?
Getting wicked and shit. All he did was just kicking the shit. But someone took his life. I couldn't believe
He's really gonna fuck it up Thursday. He's gonna come out to this music.
Just all of his votes gone.
What song should he come out to?
Either
911's a joke or
no. Don't think that
how
would help
great
him.
would it be though? Say, what the hell? I want to
I
see
don't
how
think that would
I want to
help.
see how tolerant America really is.
Let's see how loyal these white voters really are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having memories of what we used to do. But now it's gone, we can't do what we do. No, we only done it for the fuck. It's so cold in the deep. How the fuck do
What's the D?
The D?
Yeah. Does anyone know what the D is? I get the.
I know
cold
what it is.
part.
You guys want to guess?
The deal? What's the deal?
It's cold in the D.
Oh, Detroit?
I'm thinking in the hood. Oh, Detroit.
Detroit, motherfucker.
It's cold in the D.
Well, fuck yeah, it's
The
cold
D.
in the D. Is the mayor still walking the streets? Maybe you start there. Maybe the mayor should stay out of trouble.
I have my finger on the pulse of urban America.
What's all on a nigga's mind? Working and doing time. It's so cold in the D.
Cold in the D.
What's wrong with the D?
It's cold.
Cold.
But it's summer.
Fucking cold in the D.
Is it like figuratively? Where are we at? Because it's a comfortable day here in New York.
But it's cold in the D.
In what way?
I don't know.
How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all
Johnny N from New York City is suggesting that Obama comes out to fuck the police.
Oh, that'll be a good one. Did you see just one guy, the sound guy, just going,
Sound guy
switch,
can fuck it up for everybody.
switch.
He'd be a legend, though.
Oh, would he ever?
on a nigga's mind? Working and doing time.
Of course, Pat from Menaki suggests that he comes out to the Jeffersons theme.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
There they go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
Obama. Yeah. Coming out, making his way onto the stage with wife Michelle.
Walking like George.
Yeah.
Wife
There's
Michelle and her amazing traps.
And the family's two children walking out on stage now.
Yep.
Greeting vice presidential nominee Joseph Biden, who Barack humorously calls that honky.
Anyone else notice that Joseph Biden is maybe 5 years away from looking like that old guy that looks through the screen door in Poltergeist?
You're all gonna die! That's scary.
All right, let me get back to this cold in the D, E-Rock.
Of how we used to hang and bang. It was never no complaining being in the D. It's bad for your health. How the fuck
Terrible. Why are they complaining in the D?
Because it's cold.
Yeah, but they don't have a mayor. They can get away with whatever the hell they want now.
It's hard to keep the peace.
They don't get the
It's
man.
hard to keep the peace.
And it's all on a nigga's mind.
What
But is
are
it-
you doing?
But it's he's reciting the
I'm
lyrics.
just saying. That's why why it's so cold.
Please tell me that was lyrics. You
Yeah.
just recited.
What do you mean cold? Like not literally cold, right? It's like it's cold.
Well, she looks pretty bundled up there. I don't see how she
Wow.
can be cold.
Oh wow!
Is that it?
She's got the chop meat hair and everything.
Holy shit!
Damn.
It's cold
It
in the
must be
D.
cold in the D.
Holy fuck!
Oh shit! It's
Oh
cold
yeah,
in the D.
got my Mercedes.
14-year-old Mercedes.
Yeah, that's an old fucking piece of shit Mercedes.
It's Foss's car. Look
This-
at my new Mercedes.
Yeah, look at this great camera work and special effects.
If it's cold in the D, why isn't she inside?
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole video shot outside on the street.
it's cold in the D.
Go inside.
Most people understand if it's cold in the D, you go inside for a while.
Yeah,
You're
why don't you
right,
rap
Jimmy.
in D as indoors?
They're dancing now.
How about we do another Obama song? Ladies and gentlemen, you're the next president of the United States of America, making his way to the stage,
Yes.
Barack Obama.
Ah. There it is. He's not getting hassled or hustled.
My favorite part is when she really screeches it out. Where's that part?
Yeah.
Is it coming up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good times.
Wait, what is the line? Easy credit what?
Rip-offs or something? Easy credit, what is it again?
I think it's rip-offs.
Yeah, we could do that one next.
Yeah.
But it's cold in the D.
The papers when these niggas want you well. It's hard in the beat when you're trying to keep know you can rest, my nigga. You don't have to worry about them sex niggas trying to throw Texas at you, giving you stress. You know your love was right. That's why them niggas tried you.
How could you tell?
You're in a better place.
She could be one of the ugliest fucking bitches I've ever fucking seen.
She has Raggedy Ann hair.
Holy shit.
It's hard to take care of yourself when it's cold in
the D.
Why isn't she wearing an H on her head? If it's so cold in the D, put on an H.
N?
How about some? How about some EM? Oh shit! I fucked it up. Fuck. All right, listen. It's cold in the day.
See my nigga gone to that better place now. I know your moms and fam's going through something. They'll be okay. All the real niggas gone and the worms are left. So cold in the deep. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on the niggas' mind?
So what is she trying to say with this song?
I don't know.
It's
That
tough to keep
cold
the
in the
peace.
day.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's tough to keep the peace. What? Is it cold?
Well, I know-
Or is there a problem in the community?
I know Russia invaded Georgia. Are they going to invade Detroit next?
Yeah, it's
what about-
cold in the D.
And how do you keep the peace? What are they talking about? Gang violence?
I don't know. They're
Is that-
dancing.
Well,
Is that her son there behind her?
No, it's probably too cold in the D. Why is everybody fighting in the cold? Just fucking behave yourselves.
Oh, her name is T-Baby, by the way.
T-Baby.
T-Baby is, ugh, is
As
that
in-
terrible?
As in 10th baby.
Just goes up a letter and be E-Baby next. And wow, T-Baby
Oh, right,
sucks a dick. It's cold in the D.
All right, let's get back to It's Cold in the Day.
It's so... It's so cold in the D.
How about you write more lyrics so we don't have to keep hearing the It's Cold in the D part?
How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace?
You know, call me crazy, but it's gonna be tough to get airplay with the "how the fuck" lyric.
What's all on the niggas' mind? Working at one time. We all was together. It was Mason. Rest in peace to you, big baby. And Dorothy, baby Tyrone, Antoine, baby Marie, Mo Dog, Vito, Ray Ray. Rest in peace to my nigga Ray
Right, we
Ray.
get it. It's cold. Ray Ray, it's cold. Put some fucking gloves on and shut up.
Ray Ray ain't hearing nothing, man.
No.
Ray
Well,
Ray's.
oh, well, then it's
in
cold in the
G.
sea where he's fucking laying.
Vito, Tanisha, came to get that nigga Sweetie and everybody else from the block. Anybody fuck with us, we always kept the pot. Mason, 1981, 2006, we'll see you again. We got much love for you, my baby.
This part of the song isn't fun. All right, now we're back to the fun.
How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on the niggas' mind?
This is fucking abysmal.
We're almost done.
So cold in the day. How the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? What's all on the niggas'
What happened? What happened?
Danny looked in the... Danny looked through the glass there into the producer's studio and started laughing his ass off. Oh, let me see.
What? Oh, you know.
Oh, come on.
That phone call would get us
Fired.
Let them play the home version of the Opie and Anthony show. Figure out what the T stands for.
So cold in the D.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, the next president of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
Oh. Bow. Barack making his way on the stage, apparently with a basketball.
Yeah.
And rerun.
Did you see what song they played for Ted Kennedy yesterday?
Let's see.
What was it?
Believe me, we're rifling through.
It was
I know.
Presidents of the USA lump.
Oh, God.
I think it was Still the One, was it?
I don't know.
Still the one.
Was it that?
Still the one.
Oh, Stunt Brain doesn't work over here, so we don't get knowledge over here.
Just not political knowledge.
Yeah, that's true.
The Beatles. I'm fixing a hole where my brain leaks out. No?
I like it.
Yeah. You're still the one.
Was it still the
huh?
one?
Why did my iPhone just kick me offline?
It might have been still the one. All right.
This doesn't sound like the song they'd bring him out to.
And cut. All right.
Your life will soon be done.
It's so cold in the day. Who's not singing that all day long? It's so cold
It's so
in the
cold in the day.
How'd you find that one?
I don't know. It's just on one of the.
Someone's saying we need to play Cake Farter or Cake Fart.
Oh, enough with the cake farts already.
Is it bad?
Well, it's just a girl farting on cake.
Oh, that's it?
It's been sent to me 1,000 times.
Yeah. I think we made our point with the Obama song.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, there's
Cake
plenty
farts.
of them.
And
Yeah, just. enough
it's
already.
so cold in the day.
In the day.
Are we still broadcasting?
If you want
Yeah,
cake,
apparently.
If you want a cake fart. So
Here's Cake Fart, Ant.
What is this?
Enjoy the cake fart. Here we go. There's a cake.
All right, there's a cake.
An awful layer
You know
cake.
what I like the most?
What?
My buck teeth.
Cake farts.
Cake farts? What is that?
Well, we're going to find out, Anthony.
She's licking the cake. She's wearing a little top.
Let's get this done.
Is she wearing a bottom?
Why is she trying
Looks
to
like
make
she
this
got big ass.
sexy?
She's probably she's leading you into doing something gross. Cake farts.
She looks.
Yeah, she has a nice fucking little body.
I don't know. She kind of looks big on the ass a
Yeah,
little.
she's not that great. She's
Love to
got
be
the
a
tiny
cake.
I think
boobies.
I'm gonna have to get nice and comfortable for
You
this
guys are
one.
nuts. She has a juicy fucking
All right.
rump.
What about her teeth, Jimmy?
Cares? Have her open a can after you fuck her.
Why don't you say, why don't we do it?
Yeah, we're going to do
Yeah.
this cake fart.
Come
You do
on.
that cake
Look
fart.
at that fucking.
All right. Squatting.
I'm filling up.
She's farting on the cake. Oh, now all the icing came up and it looks like shit on her ass.
More.
The puckering ass. Here we go. Danny, I kind of like it. I'm sorry.
Cake fart rules.
Yeah, but I know that you.
But could you imagine what would have happened if I said, "Here, oh, play this. It's great."
Right, here's the cake
It's
fart.
called cake farts. You would have been like, "What the fuck is this?"
I love how her asshole looks like an opera singer. Ooh.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, she's done with the cake farting. looks
No, I
like.
don't think
What
so.
a fucking ass she has, man.
Are we doing cake shitting in a second?
Dude, I swear, I'm filling up.
Yeah, you like that?
Why? That's comedy, not sexy, Jimmy.
I think there's another one called
She got
pudding.
an ass
that
that
asshole.
I guess you could fucking
Dude, she's got an ass for days.
pudding farts.
Oh yeah, it never ends.
Same chick, different chick. What are we looking at? I don't like she's wearing panties.
Tell me, doesn't it smell delicious?
I can't smell it, dummy.
Much better with my fart smell on it.
Someone's suggesting
Oh,
peanut
as I
butter
said,
farter
this is all
too.
part of the treatment.
Farter.com.
Oh, there we go. Underwear's off.
All right, now we're getting
Sitting
something.
in the
Juicy
pudding.
ass.
That's great. Come on, fart.
Okay, now here, come and get your pudding. That's right.
A nugget flew out.
Oh shit!
A nugget flew
Oh
out.
no, it didn't. She fucking goes to fart with pudding on her ass, and it's vanilla pudding, and a fucking piece of shit flies about 1.5 feet.
That's the price you pay.
Can they see this out there? You guys can see
Oh,
it?
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, wow! Jimmy's filling up.
Why are you filling up over pudding
Jimmy's
farts, Jimmy?
filling up.
It's her ass. There's something about her. It's really
It's
sexy.
so cold in the day.
And the date.
All right.
Look at this
All right, watch,
shit.
guys.
Okay, now here, come and get your
For the live
pudding.
audience. Pudding fart.
Like a little loser.
Oh, she fucking lost a milk dud.
What was the other one? Peanut butter farts?
Yeah.
Peanut butter
Is
fart?
this all the same girl?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Dude,
so
you'll
either.
come
That's
out.
franchise.
B. Fitz from Staten Island is calling her Freddie Mercury teeth with the.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not Freddie Mercury blood. I'll fuck her.
Here's peanut butter farts.
She'll have it after you're
That's
done.
Oh, is she sexy?
All right, someone's spreading peanut butter right on her asshole with a little knife.
Kind of like how you put peanut butter on a celery stalk.
On celery, right. He's really getting it in there.
Yeah, you know, you want to spread the
spreading it
peanut butter around. You don't
evenly.
You don't want too many calories and cholesterol with your peanut
Here we
butter.
go.
All right. This girl's a pig.
She rules.
She's trying to push the air through the peanut butter.
She is a gassy bitch.
She's fucking.
She does rule in such a weird way.
Dude, who
It's
would
so
date her?
cold
Holy shit.
in the day.
She eat for dinner helium balloons. Wow, that's a good find.
Yeah.
Good find.
Someone's suggesting meatloaf farts.
Meatloaf farts? Why? Meatloaf.
Can we get girls to come in and do this? Let's find her.
We want to
She
have
might
a
be
girl to
local.
come in and shit on a table too.
Yeah, a glass table, Jimmy.
Yeah, of course.
Glass table. We got to keep it clean. Keep
Otherwise
it
it'd
clean.
be
Keep it
silly.
clean. At this point, it doesn't matter though. We only have what? 40 days? How many days we down to?
I think it's 33 or 4.
That's it?
I think so, yeah.
What? What?
Let me check.
What? It's so cold in the day.
Oh my god. No. What are you gonna...
What is this?
No, I really don't think you should. Oh my god.
What is she doing?
Those are so...
Meatloaf farts? Those are fake farts, by the way, people.
Yeah.
We live in the world of real.
Meatloaf farts is a fraud.
That's right.
Not like pudding farts and cake farts, which
35
are
days.
real.
35 days left?
35 days, 13 hours, 33 minutes, and 0 seconds.
Don't make me hit that button. Everyone, just
so
shuts
cold
up.
in the day.
Oh, that's our meatloaf. It's all over your... Oh my god.
Why the
Do
fake
you
farts?
see this?
I'm
No,
depressed
she's been
now.
busy.
And her acting is so good.
Oh! Sorry.
How you sorry?
Like
you
she didn't know she was going to do it.
You
Yeah.
just plop, you put meatloaf
Yeah.
on a chair and flop
Yeah.
your pussy and asshole on it.
That's where sorry doesn't work. When
Yeah.
when you're completely naked, putting your asshole in the dinner.
And then
Your
she does it
asshole's
again.
On the meatloaf and
Right.
you're farting.
Right.
Where's the accident part?
Right. Sorry's like, oopsie, I spilled water.
I
on you by
recognize that
accident.
fart from the machine. The last one.
Oh,
They're fake.
We've all farted on a meatloaf, but it usually
Yeah.
happens when you're not expecting it to.
Sure.
Like you're in the living room and someone puts a meatloaf under your ass while you're watching the game.
I'm with you,
And
Jimmy.
you're
And you
farting.
fart, you don't know. Then you say, I'm sorry.
The best is when you can fart into a jar and put the lid back on real quick.
How long does that last?
What? A few minutes.
Yeah? Why doesn't it last forever?
It, I don't know.
Hey, Russian broad, you got any tricks
Good
today?
question.
We got Russian broad out there today.
What?
Maybe she could fart on some food products.
Yeah, Russian broad, you want to fart on food products for everybody? What do you got today? Anything? You guys are becoming a hit on YouTube with the kicking of the groin. What's the search for the kicking of the groin video again?
Pat Duffy kicked in the nuts.
Kicked in the nuts on YouTube. It's getting some nice views today.
Oh, of course.
Any,
Yeah, I think it's got like 8,000 views between
All
YouTube
right.
and Foundry.
What?
Pretty good.
That sucks, actually. We've gone 1 million on some
In
of our
less than
videos.
24 hours?
Oh, yeah. 24 hours. The first 24 hours is very important.
Extremely.
The life of a YouTube video.
Yeah, Baby Bird video got close to 1 million in the first day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got about 2.5 million now on my
All right, stop being a
stellar
braggart.
Vista.
You're being a braggart.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
It's so cold in the D. And what's up with this Metallica song,
I didn't
Danny?
even have to compromise my dignity.
Which one do you got there? Because you got 2.
Yeah, but you reached the geek culture.
Yeah, I did. That's what I do now.
That's the new one. That one just hit this morning.
How is it?
No one has heard
I have.
this yet?
I honestly, I heard
Are
like the
we
first.
the first station or radio show playing this Metallica
I don't think.
song?
I think there are a few stations have played it, but it's
A
so
lot?
early. It's so early that
It's so early.
It's so early.
We need someone that listens to Squiz. Is Squiz playing My Apocalypse?
No, they can't because it's not in Delete. I had to pull it off of. I had to pull
so
it.
this
yeah.
could be a world exclusive?
This could be an XM exclusive.
Can we play this instead of taking a break? Or is that gonna
Yeah,
be
no, we can do that. Yeah, we can do
All
that.
right, motherfuckers. That's
You
what
do
we do.
both, Opie.
It's Jimmy. You didn't sing. It's cold in the D.
I don't care.
Is this new Metallica? Is that right?
Brand new.
All right, so we're going to be listening
It's
to
so cold
horrible
in the
drumming.
D.
Horrible drumming by Lars, I guess.
We like Lars.
As per Danny.
We like the Lars.
He sucks, is what Danny says.
He's a bag of shit.
It's a bag of shit.
I feel for Lars because, because.
It's so cold in the day.
Metallica, My Eclipse.
My
What is it called?
My Apocalypse.
My Eclipse. My Pocky Clips.
Maybe I should tell everybody at this point that I'm very lightheaded because in between shows I shit my brains out to the point it was water.
Coin City yourself.
I think I'm dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yes. What are they listening to?
I don't know. What is
Coin City
These
yourself.
fuckers are doing their own show on the bleachers. What are you watching? The motherfucking Russian broad is showing her.
She's holding fucking court.
She's holding court and showing everybody the kick to the groin video.
Someone should kick her in the cunt.
I buy shoes.
All right. Are we gonna get girls in here to fart on stuff?
Shit first.
Shit first? You gotta go fart.
Shit on the
before shit.
table.
On the
We
table.
gotta go
dude.
table shit.
We always say we're going to do these things, we never do them.
I
Let's
want
get
her
a,
to do it.
By the way,
I want hot,
XM51
like,
has been playing this all week 8 times a day.
Well, then I'd love for someone to show me where it is in XM's master computer. Unless they're playing it off of.
They're
They
probably
can't be.
playing the other song,
They
Daddy.
just. This was. No, he's thinking of the other song, The
Yeah.
Day That Never Comes. That's been getting the shit played out of it. This Metallica just released this morning.
All right,
Whoa.
we'll play it instead of commercials. Hey, by the way, I want to thank Pear-Shaped Wrestling Fan from Melbourne.
Oh, let's thank Eric.
What is that? Actually, it says
Eric.
he's been trying to turn us on to a video. A stripper knocks out a dude cold. It's not just a stripper. That girl was in the Olympics.
Is it real?
Dude, it's real.
Yes, it's real. I swear
It's
it's
on Right
real.
Videos, I
Why she
believe.
knock the motherfucker out?
This guy's been writing this in all morning long.
Hip Hop Jimmy.
What happened, Greg?
Oh, Jimmy. Some guy thought he could take a punch.
Copy paste, copy
It's
paste.
kind of like that girl that punched D-Rock and almost knocked him, almost knocked him down, I should say.
She punched him in the belly.
Look at this. If it's the same video I'm thinking of, I think this girl was in the Olympics.
Knocks out drunk guy.
And that's the beauty of this video.
Hot chick knocks out a drunk guy is the name.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Everyone
I guess
went
it's
to-
buffering.
Is it buffering?
I hate buffering.
Loading.
Is it?
Loading.
Oh, this is a different one. Never mind.
What
so
is
I
this?
apologize to that guy.
Come on.
This guy dares this chick to punch him.
All right. He got knocked the fuck out.
No one could fall like that.
That
because,
was no bullshit. He hit his head on the fucking garbage thing.
No one could fall like that because your reaction would be to put your hands up. Oh my God, that's a good one. That's Right Videos.
Ah, good.
Find the other one where it's the Olympic girl. Someone out there will have the link.
Yeah, I think I saw this one.
Wow, she socked him.
Some Olympic girl hit this guy at a party and he went down. All right, we'll find it. Here's my what?
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, new Metallica on the Opie and Anthony show.
little bit closer. Dead man takes the steering wheel. What makes me know what time to cross over or to repeat until I feel. See through the skin and the bones, they all rattle. Future and past, they disagree. Flesh falls away, the bones, they all shatter. I start to see the end in me. See the end in me. Claustrophobic. Climb out of this skin. Heart explosive. Waiting for that pin. Violate, annihilate. I'll lose it to my eyes. Obliterate, exterminate, and lock and self-deny. Fear thy name as hell awakens. Destiny inhale the fire. But we cross that line into the grips, total eclipse. Suffer unto my apocalypse. Tyrant awaken my apocalypse. Demon awaken my apocalypse. Heaven awaken my apocalypse. Suffer forever my apocalypse.
Where is this from? Wow.
So where were we?
We're back. We got a picture of Stephen Carr up.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys get this?
Of the Fine Band Foundry.
Where'd you get it?
Wow,
Charles?
that's
This is
at least 10 years old.
This is on a Foundry fan site. There was one. And it's from the old Wayback Machine on the internet.
Oh wow.
Man, game
And there's
over,
another
man.
one.
Yeah, let me get to the other one. That's awesome.
Wait, another Stephen Carr picture?
Stephen Carr.
Oh, isn't that just disgusting?
No one wants to comment on that
We'll get to
Metallica
it.
song. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I actually liked it. You didn't like it?
It was all right.
Ooh.
It is all right.
Feels forced. Stop. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, stop forcing the music.
Really?
Oh,
Man.
boy. So forced.
All right. Were you singing Pendulum there?
I might have been.
Wow.
Might have been
You
thinking
see
about
me
it.
come and best get out of my way.
So where was this?
Some fucking bar in the burbs in Mass, I think.
Is that the only picture of you?
God, I hope.
What did it
so.
say? Foundry the ultimate
Oh, fuck.
rage,
Ultimate rage
rock.
Were there exclamation points after it?
Yes.
3 of them, I
Why
believe.
the exclamation? The ultimate rage rock.
How'd you get John Popper to front this one?
Wow.
Wow, that was 400 pounds.
Wow. What do you think you look like there, Steve?
Embarrassing. A blimp.
But at the time, you were rocking.
Fucking.
You were all about
Well,
the rock.
I was covering up a lot of shame.
And what are you doing now?
Just doing it and manifesting it differently. Actually.
Differently, sure. But getting better.
Getting better. I'm improving.
Can
I
you
think
stop
so.
answering everything seriously?
I know. That was kind of a little...
Dude, you have no idea what those pictures do. It's just like I want to walk into the fucking back room and blow my brains out. When
Why,
I
you
see
don't like that
something.
bottom one? You were Stephen Carr. There was 2 R's in your name.
Fucking hate those pictures.
I think he was hoping just one of us would go, please, Steve, don't do that.
Why?
Not at all.
Dude,
I've been doing this for long enough, knowing that will never happen.
Get
I'm
out
just
of
saying.
my way. Wow. What do you look like in that picture?
Sasquatch.
No, it reminds me of like so many. There's like a yellow light behind, mysterious.
Fucking poor lighting. Oh. My hair's wavy though. I like my hair.
That's like a glamour shot for fucking the mountain man.
Oh. It's like a
You do
Jenny
look like
Craig
somebody.
before picture.
What's that?
It's a Jenny.
I heard you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, just.
Oh, he's hugging Jimmy. Jimmy hates the Steve hug.
He really does.
All right. That's good. All right. Thank you, Steve.
There's 2 R's in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Stephen
Great.
Carr.
Arr.
Ray-Ban car.
Thanks, Steve. All right.
Because from his size, you might mistake him for an automobile, so he put the other R there. So.
That's right. I was originally Stephen Hatchback, and then I put some weight on. Yes. That's right, Stephen SUV.
Oh, God damn.
Hey, we're going to sneak one more thing in before we do line of the day.
Oh, goody.
Coin City itself.
It's
Coin City itself. That's the worst mispronunciation I've ever
It
heard.
is horrific and hysterical at the same time.
When are we going to hear it?
I don't know. I think there's... Is there a tape?
Coin
Yeah,
City
waiting for a
itself.
nod. Is there a tape? No? Come on, there's
We'll
got to be.
make one.
I know there's other tapes of you doing like little school plays. We got to get some stuff. Coin City yourself at home. Too funny.
Did she think it sounded... She had to be kidding, though.
No.
She knew that wasn't a British accent.
Of course she thought it was a British accent. She thought it was the way young little British kids, Cockney little British kids talked in Oliver.
Coin City itself.
It's like not even...
That's not an accent anyone's ever
No.
had anywhere.
No.
Bob sing it.
Bob O'Kelly?
No, our intern.
Ah.
Yeah. Boom. Oh, we got 3 runners up.
You wouldn't say Coin City yourself if you were singing about nickels.
Coin City itself. A coin.
A dope.
Oh, God.
How did she say the rest of the sentence?
In a bad English accent.
Part of the family.
Yeah, she's like, Coin City yourself at home. She'd say it like that.
Was she dancing too, like a Oliver?
No. No.
But why singing? Like, how'd that come up?
I don't know. She was singing all kinds of lyrics from high school plays. Or not high school, like junior high and elementary school. And she had her terrible lisp.
Oh, that's...
Where she talked like this. And she was singing with the lisp like Cindy Brady.
Really? Coin City yourself?
Coin City yourself.
Oh, my God. I'm mute.
Ah, shit.
Oh, wow.
This is too funny.
That's all I'm going to think of all day.
I know. That's all I was thinking all last night. Today, this is why I'm just Coin City yourself. Because it doesn't make any sense.
City yourself.
It's not an English accent.
No.
It's just silly. Ah, shit.
I like when Mrs. Butterworth talks and
Mhm.
nobody says, hey, you're a fucking bottle of syrup. They actually
Yeah.
take advice
Oh, yeah.
from a fucking Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah.
Mrs. Butterworth's a cunt.
Bottle of syrup. I like after the bottle's empty, she can get a job. What?
Mrs. Butterworth takes it in the ass. Did Vicky fuck Miss Butterworth? Larry, you're gonna find Miss Butterworth dead in the hallway. Coin.
Coin. God damn, that's funny.
Oh, look at Fatty in her pantsuit.
Oh, did she put on some fucking weight?
Look at fucking Fat
Hillary is giant now.
Wow.
She said, fuck it, I'm eating everything if I can't be president.
She's got bunt up to her chin. You see
Fucking bunt. Look at it.
It's a good color for you, blimpo.
That is a big fat fuck.
It's Hillary Carr.
Well, they shop at the same place anyway.
Oh, my God.
Lane Bryant. Oh, is she a fucking fatty in a little pantsuit?
Coin City yourself. A whale.
Coin City yourself. Cheated on again. There's no way. There's no way Bill can still fuck her. He has to.
No
be fucking
way.
That's a little rough.
Fucking old butter stick legs. Nice fucking margarine crammed into them fucking pantsuit legs. Ugh, fat bunt. President Bunt.
She's looking like a snowman.
That's exactly what she looks like. That's
A snowman
exactly.
in a fucking pantsuit.
Just a snowman. Like, just dye the snow blue and you got Hillary Clinton's shape. Wow. Wow, that was a big girl.
She fucking gave up.
Big girl, big girl.
What a fatty.
Hey, we don't have to. We could. We got some Tyra audio. It's quick. We got 3 quick clips. Want to do this before we get out of here?
What's she doing?
Well, Tyra, we brought it to everyone's attention that she likes to make everything about herself, no matter what the topic is.
Yeah, no matter how tragic someone's story is they're telling, instead of getting into the moment that the person is conveying to Tyra, Tyra has to top the person.
Right.
And say, well, I had something happen when I was
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Well, we were on vacation, unfortunately, because we would have had Ben Stiller and Jack Black in studio promoting Tropic Thunder. But they went on Tyra's show.
So Roland says, by the way. I don't know if we would have got them in.
I think we might have on that one. Then again, the movie doesn't need any help, so probably not.
Tyra's show.
We only talk to the people that have a project
Really
that
need
needs
help. You could tell if the movie's going to blow if we're talking to the stars.
If we're talking to them, it's grossing $400,000 worldwide. Coin Theater, a bomb. Coin Theater, straight to DVD.
We do suck.
That's great.
First clip, Tyra talks about watching the movie Tropic Thunder and mentions that because she's also a producer, her eye for film is quite sophisticated.
Oh, is it? What does she produce?
I can't believe the racist thing I almost said.
Oh, wow, it almost came out.
Dude, it was awful. Because I felt like I was at home. You know how you just yell stuff at the TV? when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
alone? Oh, my God.
Here we go.
So we all saw the whole movie, didn't we? I can't believe it. That's awesome. You don't understand. It's funny because I'm a producer too.
Right.
You know what I mean? I look at movies and I'm like, yeah, no, the editing's wrong. This, I was in the chair, leaning forward, been like this, oh my God.
Really, you liked it. That's good.
What does she produce besides probably a bad odor out of her vagina?
What? Yeah, has she produced anything worth mentioning?
What has she produced?
We're all technically producers. We've all
Exactly.
done it.
I like to produce a load in her cheeks.
Coin to yourself.
Oh, it should be coin to yourself, the president. What?
Yeah, what?
Not bad.
What the hell's wrong with her?
Of course not.
Her production credits include America's Next Top Model, The Tyra Banks Show, Australia's Next Top Model.
That isn't producing like a movie. What a dumb fucking cunt she is.
Isn't a producer
Stylista.
eye?
Oh.
Producer eye.
All right, well.
We all did a movie together.
Ben Stiller mentions Tyra. You got something in it? Yeah, you
No.
do. All right.
Keep going.
All right.
Looking for how much money she makes and what she is, but I can't seem to find it.
Oh, boy.
Warning, warning, C-word alert, C-word alert,
Oh,
warning,
boy.
warning.
Oh, boy.
I got to do it.
What?
Coin to yourself, a cunt. Says, I can't find the clip.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I want to do is sing that song.
Oh, I know. All day.
The lisp sold me.
Yeah, the lisp is really good.
Once I heard there was a lisp, I'm now obsessed.
Huh? What?
Goddamn rich cunt!
Oh.
I kill rich cunts!
It's all in the timing.
Oh.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
I know, Jimmy.
In this next clip, Ben Stiller mentions Tyra's pretty. Tyra tries to elongate that topic as long as possible.
Oh, I bet.
Hey, guys out there, we can hear you in here, please.
And then interrupts
Thank you.
the interview to discuss her makeup. You know what? They don't get to participate anymore. Goodbye.
Who the fuck is yapping?
They're just yapping. Yap, yap, yap.
The Russian broad is holding court.
Well, tell everybody to shut up out there because the mics are now off.
Hey, shut up, broad.
God. Fuck. Speaking of cunts.
Do a joke made me laugh. So that Kenny told me. Of course, Kenny told me. It's an old joke. You probably know it, but
Of course it is.
what do you say to a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. She's already been spoken to twice.
Coin to yourself. Lippy.
Coin to yourself, a misogynist. Yeah, that made me laugh so much because he laughed when he told me that. She's already been spoken to twice. That's a fucking funny joke.
I don't think it's a stretch to say that you're the prettiest person in the movie by far.
Thank you. So prettier than Matthew McConaughey?
No, my wife is in it. She's pretty too, and you're the only two women really
I'm like
in the
the
movie.
second prettiest.
Yeah. No, you're like equally pretty.
Well, I didn't
you're
understand.
Pretty in a totally different way.
You're in trouble. You just dug yourself a deep hole.
My wife is really pretty, and you're like, you're Tyra Banks. Come
Your
on.
wife is like white pretty and I'm black pretty.
Exactly.
But I have on so much makeup.
No, you look good.
Like I'm wearing more this season because my makeup artist says that I need more because it like
why?
It's better on camera. I don't know, but look
Really?
at that like shading all up in here. Isn't that
It looks
crazy?
good though, but we all have makeup on.
I've got some on too.
Yeah.
You dumb asshole.
That one is quickly becoming the favorite one. All right, whatever. Tyra gets cute, and as a surprise, introduces to Jack Black and Ben Stiller a Photoshop Tropic Thunder poster with her face on it.
Well, let me show everybody the poster. This is the poster that's all around town, every single place. Lovely, gorgeous poster.
Yes.
But your movie studio, they contacted me because they wanted to also reach a really strong female audience, particularly the Tyra audience.
Yes.
And so this is another campaign that they have coming out really soon. Let's see
good.
that.
Oh, nice.
Photoshop, huh?
Yeah.
Like that.
What do you think about that?
I think that's going to up our quotient there in a big way.
I think so,
yeah.
too.
I like the face you're making.
Yeah, that's a sweet.
And that brush behind her head actually is a makeup brush.
Really, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
It was her and two girls, one cup.
Sam had a bad day today. That fell flat.
What
Yeah?
was that?
C- for prime time.
Wow.
today. C-.
Exactly.
Primetime always hands in good stuff, and not today.
Prep sheet was a little off, and the Tyra audio was
A little off.
What's going on with them?
Jesus, coin city yourself. A bum. I was thinking that last night, too. When Gleason, the applicant, is a bum.
Bum.
Bum is a funny word.
You bum.
When he said, what boss was he talking to?
Hi, Mr. Monahan.
When he was on the phone with him?
Yeah.
You are a bum.
Or a bum. He hangs up. Of course, he's got to crawl back to him.
You are a bum.
Or a bum. That is good.
Oh, he is the funniest guy on TV ever.
Love Gleason.
You are a bum. Is a bum.
Four runners up now. Well, one must have just slid in under the wire.
That's right, Anthony. Line of the day sponsored by Carbonite.com. What does Carbonite do? I don't even know.
It holds Han Solo
Exactly.
so he can get to Jabba.
Just use promo code XM.
Yeah.
Carbonite.com. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
Coin to yourself. Cheated on again. There's no way. There's no way Bill can still fuck her. He has to.
No
be
way. Oh, nice. Nice late entry.
Hey, Ripe
That was
Videos
good.
has the Taekwondo kick.
Ripe videos.
Ripe Videos. I want to actually see the video.
But the
I know,
ref
I know
couldn't-
you gave me the audio, but I want to see it real fast. Another runner-up line of the day.
Of course he is.
This guy is in love with Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
Yep.
nose constantly buried. Just thwack. Where you going, Hill? You lead the way. I'll be right here behind ye.
Well, listen to...
He's like a Labrador retriever meeting another dog.
Ah, yes.
Very good. That was hilarious. Your dog thing makes me laugh every time.
Dude, watch this Taekwondo guy.
Oh.
After he got disqualified. That was it right there.
That was it? He didn't go down?
No, he kicked the ref in the lip. He didn't even go down.
Ref didn't even go down?
He shouldn't be banned for life then.
No.
It's a good kick, though.
From the Olympics, he is?
Yeah.
Good.
No more Olympics for this guy.
I kick you in the face.
All right, another runner-up line of the day.
Coin to yourself. Straight to DVD.
God, a coin through your thumb.
another runner-up line of the day.
Oh, her name is T-Baby, by the way.
T-Baby.
T-Baby is, ugh, is
As
that
in-
terrible?
As in 10th baby. Someone came up with a better one online. Play the home version. And finally, Carbonite.com. Thank you. Promo code XM. Here is your line of the day.
Tar.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
It's hard to take care of yourself when it's cold in
In the D.
Why isn't she wearing an H on her head? It's so cold in the D. Put on an H.
You N?
Cold in the day.
Yeah.
So cold in the day.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Gotta go. I'm missing my favorite show.
What is that?
Morning Joe on MSNBC.
Yeah, Morning Joe. I was just asking Ann. I'm like, why does Luke Russert get a job because his father died?
That's probably
You answered your question. That's why.
He is now all over MSNBC, interviewing the kids and stuff. He wouldn't have that gig if Tim was still alive.
That's right. But your
well
Luke was the one
capitalized.
feeding them all that fucking bad food.
Yeah, so you get the-
You sure this is good for me? Yes, Dad. It's a baggie of animal fat.
Do we know what's
Coin City, you fell back to bombing again.
Do we know what's going on with Rob?
I'm sorry?
Do we know what's going on with Rob?
Rob?
You didn't read your email yesterday, Jimmy.
I've read most of them.
You rock? Are we allowed to talk about it?
Rob,
We're not allowed to talk about it? Oh.
No?
Oof. People are going to be pissed off.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Seriously? How did you know we're not allowed to talk about it? What?
Problem?
I didn't have that in my emails.
Problem?
I was just told.
I got to write it down for Jimmy.
I honestly don't know what
I don't either.
Pardon my language. What the fudge you're talking about? Sarah Silverman was so fucking funny this saw last night.
Mm.
Well, what I'm about to write's not funny.
Yeah. All right, let's see. N-I... yeah. Just always.
I'll lay on the
Ooh.
floor.
Poor K.
Hold on.
And you hit the fucking tumor out of my head with the 7-iron.
Hey, why didn't that make runner-up? That was
Oh.
It was too
look at
early.
it.
It was literally fucking
Yeah.
first 5 minutes.
It
and
was.
A brain tumor whacked out with a golf club.
Yeah, we don't acknowledge when...
I'll lay on the floor. It was so funny. He said, "You hit the tumor out of my head with a 7-iron." Hit the tumor out of my head. Oh my goodness, Opie.
Well,
what am I missing?
You're making me laughing.
I don't know what you're...
I really thought we could talk about this, but now I'm in an awkward position to write this for you.
You want hold music?
No, I'm just going to show...
Hope that gets better. Ooh.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I hope that gets better.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Here at the Opie and Anthony Show, we realize that not every radio program has had the same success that we've had. So we'd like to take this time and rub it in.
Do you know what we've done with our careers, jackass? Do you have any idea? When were you on Leno? When were you on Letterman? When did you guys do a comedy show in front of 10,000 people? Why don't you answer some of those questions? Are you a syndicated show across America on satellite radio? Our careers are what they are. We've done very well for ourselves, and you know that. Go do your stupid show and leave us out of it. You pussies.
Thank you. You can now go back to living your shitty everyday lives.
Hey, Ron, you got faced by Opie today. You forgot to mention Ron and Fez noon to 3.
Look, I want everyone to understand something. Because I set up rules don't mean that I follow them. I actually never thought the hosts needed to plug their own show.
We're doing this for Ron and Fez noon to 3.
By the way, Ron and Fez noon to 3. They're at Bronx Johnny.
Yo, matter of fact, so nobody gets mad at me. Ron and Fez noon to 3. 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 Ron and Fez noon to 3.
Hey, Dave. Ron and Fez noon to 3.
We got your plugs confirmed. This is out from noon to 3.
Now he's sucking on a fucking black dildo.
Come on, Ron Fez in the face. Ron Fez in the face. Ron Fez in the face.
Ron and Fez, 12 noon.
Before we go to break, because Ronnie didn't do it, Ron and Fez doing some great.